County
days?
Lake?
Hell yeah.
Dude, that lake's so
I'm
awesome.
going to show you.
Do you know they used to have F4s would fly and do training
There we
missions on
go.
that thing? And they would come in at tree line and scare you'd be out in the lake, in the middle of the lakes, like skiing and stuff.
Yeah.
Or fishing or whatever you're doing, and all of a sudden this military jet would come like tree level right over you. Scared the poopy out of you.
That is insane.
All right, here we go. Now we're good.
I never experienced that.
It was pretty cool. Unless you were driving. It scared the shit out of you. You were driving around those blacktop roads and all of a sudden you heard that.
Let me copy this. Let me send this over to here. God, I hate this. I hate the internet.
I do too.
Is it being extra tonight?
It is. It's being stupid. Still ski on the weekends.
I used to ski on the weekends.
What kind? Water?
And wakeboarding, kneeboard. Remember when you could, like, no one kneeboards anymore.
I don't see that very much, no.
I think it's too rough on the knees.
Probably.
I know my knees would, I couldn't do it now. I would drown. I can't move my legs. Y'all throw me a life jacket.
Still ski on the weekends.
You have me, Dewey.
All right, let's start this thing up. Everything seems to be okay. So here we go. You ready?
Let's
make sure everybody's working.
like a nugget.
Give me your
Check,
audio there.
check. Hello,
yes,
hello.
Yes, we're all good. Okay, here we go.
You were getting caught up with your pals the other day.
Which one of you ladies would have the most, if we had a black light on right now, which one of y'all would have the most DNA on your face?
This episode of the
Did I
Brought
say
to you
that?
by
Funny
Voice
guys
note.
and
Victor Wrench.
and plastic
It's a
object.
weird way to
This
start a
program
podcast.
contains
It really is.
graphic material, including offensive language. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hello, chat room.
I live on a string. My life is a pretty strand of pearls about to break. It's loosening. The knot that's been holding everything in place. I don't think I can tie it back again. Doesn't matter how much they cost. Maybe it was time for them to break. Sometimes when you pay too much,
I just pulled up the show notes for show 51. Let's see what we were doing.
Show number
51.
471. It is May 3rd, 2020. Star Wars Eve for those that celebrate the sacred holiday of May the 4th.
Yes.
I guess we can say to our guest tonight,
May the 4th be with you.
May the 4th be with you.
And also with you.
Yes.
You kind of have a Princess Leia look to you, a little bit.
You should have
A
come in
little
hair
bit.
buns. Well, you got the headphones on, so
Oh,
it
she
kind of
almost
looks
came
like
in a
hair
suit.
buns.
Close enough, close enough.
You did almost come in a suit. We did talk about that.
All right.
somewhere.
Let's take a. You want to take a stab at what we were talking about? What our show notes say for show 51?
It was probably something about a drunken night we had somewhere.
Saturday night at Pop-Up Festival.
Okay.
New Age of Panhandling. Sounds like a good show, actually.
The new age of panhandling.
Yeah. Man U's new kit.
Oh, yeah. It was about that time.
Transformers 4.
Why were we talking about Transformers?
Vacation and movies. That was all shoot the shit. Now, we had a punch in the face of the week that week.
Uh-huh.
You want to take a guess on who that was?
I don't know who.
You can probably get it if you think about it.
It had to be someone that drowned her kids or something.
What a press out!
Oh, it was Kanye West?
Kanye West won it that week.
Was a punch in the face of the week?
Beer was Wehrenstaffelner original and Lips of Faith grew it, which I don't even think they're around anymore, are they?
Well, Lips of Faith is a series by New Belgium, so I hope New Belgium's still around. That's a
New
Oh,
big brewery.
definitely.
Yeah.
Belgium is.
I mean, I need some
I
fat
thought
tire
Lips
once
of
in a while.
Faith
Right,
was
exactly.
that's the one that did Clutch.
Yeah, there's New Belgium.
I didn't know New
It's
Belgium
their
did that.
series called Lips of Faith.
Is that the one that had the sour?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So we got an email.
Oh,
yeah, we got an email.
What?
that day.
What's getting emails? I
Yeah,
think
exactly.
Gmail said they were going to shut us down.
American Apparel brings back the Challenger disaster.
What?
So
Oh, that's right. They had a shirt with the Challenger disaster exploding on
yeah.
it.
What the hell?
Yeah.
The MLB All-Star Game will see the debut of self-service beer stands. which I have a bar now that has one of those over in Louisville.
self-service
Yeah, and
beer
they got virtual golf. You can do a full 18. Iconic girls that almost went to someone else. So that sounds cool. Police can't look at your cell phones.
Nice.
Music, we a new Pink album or a Pink Floyd album ?
Oh.
Faith No More to debut 2 new songs,
This
which
was
I'm
before
assuming was Motherfucker and
Superhero.
yeah, it'd have to be
It'd have to
Superhero.
be Superhero.
And then Insane Clown Posse are still douches.
You know, shows back then were so relaxed. I wish we could go back to that political
Yeah.
climate instead of what we have
This
today.
was before Orange Man Bad came
We
into
can
office.
certainly talk about
So-
Transformers 4.
You want to talk about
Transformers?
Transformers?
Was
I
Megan?
guess.
I don't
I've never
know.
seen
I don't
it.
think
I
Megan
mean,
Fox was in it though, was she?
that was my question. Is
I
that
don't
why
think
you're all
she
talking
was.
about it?
I don't know. Was she
With
in
her
that one?
weird
By
thumbs?
4, would that be straight to DVD or
I
like
think we did a
straight to
whole
streaming?
show on the weird thumb thing. So you want to take a stab at what the date was on this?
I
without
probably
looking?
took Aiden to it. If it's show 51,
Mhm.
that's first year.
So you want to tell me what year?
It would be let's see, we've been doing this for way too long.
I will give you fellatio if you get the date exact
Not here.
on the show.
No.
Mandy will have to do the show while we go to town. All right, go ahead.
Well, Transformers 4 was Age of Extinction.
Don't. Okay, see now you're cheating.
No, there's no
so
date.
no fellatio now.
There's no date. So it was 20. See, we've been doing this for how long? 2014?
Yes.
Is it May?
Get my jaws ready.
Was it May?
No.
Oh, okay.
July 8th,
July 8th.
2014.
Oh
That's
yeah,
the show we did.
51. It would have been right before our year anniversary.
I wonder why
52.
our show notes like our
Yeah.
our show notes go like this. It goes from show 51 to show 471 in our drive.
That's because of how we've stored all our show notes through. All the show notes are in our drive.
We got to
every
delete
show.
those. We can't have all that out
No,
there.
that's
Man.
a
There's
lot
no
of
way. We got to get that out
evidence.
of there, dude.
You know, we're the longest running podcast in Texas continuously.
No,
now.
you're not.
Yeah,
That's amazing.
471 weeks
In the
straight.
whole state?
And we took last week off, but we still had a show.
Guys,
So that's what I'm being told.
that's
Who's
amazing.
looking this up?
By the
Because
people
Adam
out there.
Curry's done that many shows here in Texas.
Has he? Consecutively,
Oh, what do you mean?
all in a row.
They're pretty close, man. They
Yeah, they'd
don't
be
they don't
pretty
miss
close.
shows either.
They be
They
over
do-
us quick, and so
Yeah.
would
Because they do 2
Joe
a week
Rogan.
though.
And Joe Rogan does like 4 a week.
Yeah, he does 4 in a day for like 3 days a week, doesn't he?
Yeah, something like that. Something
Yeah.
stupid.
We're not
going
gonna do. That's too much.
That's
No.
a lot of talking.
We could probably.
Well, that's
pull it
until we
off.
get big sponsorship money, our own studio, big studio, pro studio.
Of course.
We'll have writers.
Yeah.
And bookers, and people that run the commercials and the ads. They can take care of all that for us. We need at least a 6-man team for the 2 of us.
No, I get it.
Yeah.
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 I know.
Except the sponsor thing, they're not going to be down with this.
No. Transformers
find
Age of
somebody.
Extinction. That had to be one where I took Aiden to see it.
I remember that title, and like that was a big movie.
Was Michael Bay doing it?
People were into it.
Was that one of his?
Who knows? I already closed it.
Whooshee! Michael Bay.
Didn't he do all of them? He didn't.
Oh, he has?
I don't know.
Maybe.
I don't know.
I just thought Michael Bay Transformers.
Yes, it is Michael Bay.
There you go.
I don't.
Yeah.
I'm not a big Michael Bay fan,
So I guess we should introduce
that-
our guest since our guest has never been in here.
which is weird.
And
How have you never
I've
been in
asked
here when
her
we've
to be in here-
known about your band for?
Here's the deal. I've asked
Because-
her to be in here for like 8 years, and then I just stopped because I got bored of asking her and being shot down
Yeah.
over and over and over and over. And I got stuff I got to do. I got this. I got that. I got laundry. I've got to shampoo my hair that night. On Tuesday nights, I feed a bird.
These
I
are
don't
real
know.
things, Dustin.
Do you feed birds on Tuesday night?
I did
Or you-
have birds at one point, so I might have been.
See, I
Oh.
couldn't
Yeah.
have a bird. I'm
What kind of
too-
bird?
I'm not a morning person, so I think I'd kill it at some point.
They were finches, and it was my husband's idea. He turned a
Oh.
bookcase into an aviary.
Oh, that's kind of
Oh,
cool.
man.
It was like, okay, if you want to take care of him.
Is
It was
wait,
kind of cool, and then we let him go.
Hmm.
6
Yeah.
months later. Was it what?
It seems like it would be noisy though in the mornings, and see, I just couldn't do that.
Well, I had small kids, So I
Well,
was
you're
always up
already
anyway.
noisy,
I
huh?
don't remember ever sleeping from like 2007 to like yesterday.
So is your husband a handyman? He makes things like, is he like a carpenter?
Not
Kinda like
really.
JC?
My dad is, which is cool. Like JC. No,
I was
he's not
waiting.
like JC.
You knew that was coming, didn't you?
I knew. it
As
was
soon as she
coming.
said that, you're like, oh, he's gonna.
Here we go.
He's gonna ask
Here we
about
go.
JC. Anytime I hear about anyone doing woodworks, my next question is kind of like JC. Was he?
I want to know, did
Fix your
Jesus
cam.
build that walkway?
Oh, my bad.
No, that was Seth and I drunk one night,
That is
and we
some-
started cutting all the wood, and then was like, you know what? We need to. It's not that one. It's the
Yeah.
stick up there. We need to.
Give me some.
Measure?
We started. No. We started cutting all the boards right, and then he's like, no, let's offset it. And
Oh, okay.
it's like, okay, let's do it, and then it stuck, and we
No,
just
it's
made
really
it.
cool. It's very
Yeah.
designy.
Yeah.
Just if it's wet, don't go running out there.
Yeah.
Because
Oh, I won't.
we've had some bad times.
As the
out there.
Cutthroat Finches
I
guys
bet.
all found out
Yeah.
one night
all at once.
when it was storming, they all
The
took
power
off
was
running
out.
and just slid on their ass
It was
halfway
so
down that
gnarly.
walkway.
I thought that dude was gonna sue us, man.
Yeah, I thought Sean was gonna kill us.
I can hear that. Like,
His
as you're
guitar
describing it.
came unbuckled and stuff. I was like,
oh, he was wearing his guitar?
And Tony
no,
was
he
here
had it
too.
in his case and it
Oh,
slipped out and he threw it.
And Tony Diaz was here. It was funny. We all laughed.
That's amazing.
It was a gnarly storm, though. We've
That
gotten
wasn't-
lucky lately on the storms. We hadn't had any during our show. Remember that one year? It was like every Tuesday
We got
there
we
was
had
some
a
kind of
storm.
tornado warning
Yep.
or got another nader coming or some
Yep.
hail, straight line winds.
At least they're all in the middle of the night now.
Pete Delka's going jacket off.
He does like to jack it off.
Jack it off. Whoa.
Whoa, that was
So yeah,
isolated.
Hey.
Mandy
Time code, Thomas.
Han.
Yes. Amanda Sehan, call me Mandy. I like the way
Or
Amanda
Maggie.
looks at, or Maggie or Maddie, if you're
Maddie.
in a loud bar. I've heard both of those, which is funny because like people born past 1992 have never heard the name Mandy, so they just assume like I'm saying Maddie. You know how name things go.
Yeah.
Anyway, so it's like usually younger people that mishear my name. I'm not old, you guys, but I'm not Gen Z. I'm their age ish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're between Gen X, Gen Z.
But like y'all have heard the
No,
like-
she's not. She isn't.
me?
She's not Gen Z.
No.
Like in between Gen. What'd you say?
X and Z.
Yeah.
Yeah.
X and Z.
Yeah. The
Yeah,
end
but
of
Z-
X.
X and Y.
Millennial comes before
Or,
Z.
yeah, X and Y.
Yeah.
So you got millennials
right,
in there
yeah.
that just screwed the whole
I
world
don't
up.
know. I get it all mixed up. Why
The
can't we
Which
just
is
younger
so
go in
funny.
millennials, not
alphabetical
us.
order?
So this is what's funny. I was talking to someone the other day about this. Last week I worked with someone that's Gen Z. And it's weird because they are more like Gen X than millennials. And it's like you have
Yeah.
more in common with Gen Z as a 40-year-old man than millennials do. Millennials are like everything was cool and then just humanity
I
shit
think
the
you're
bed.
gonna get in trouble though. If you
Why?
hang out with them too much. What's Gen Z age range?
They're in the 20s now.
Okay, you're safe.
He's
so
22 or
my
21.
daughter is the
Okay.
youngest Gen Z, and she was born in 2010. So my kids are on like the very end cusp of
Cusp
Gen
of it.
Z. Yeah, and that's true. Like they're pretty
They're
So you
pretty
still
down
like
to
'em?
earth.
forward.
Eh.
You know,
It's well, it's
Matt
al-
and I talked before.
it's
before
also
we went
funny.
live.
It's like they
Damn kids.
they are also getting into older school music.
oh
like
my
my-
gosh, yeah.
My daughter's gotten into Radiohead. They've obsessed on Pearl Jam. They've obsessed on pretty much everything that Gen X really loved. And then they even go farther and will listen to some of the stuff that we thought was cool that our parents listened to, like Led Zeppelin,
yeah.
Pink Floyd and stuff like that.
Fleetwood Mac. My son loves Fleetwood Mac.
Mhm.
He
That's
loves
awesome.
Soundgarden.
Yeah, they're getting back to
he
instruments.
loves Weezer.
too. They're not all into the in the 808s and the trap music in every single song. I think that's millennials' problem.
Yeah.
They got stuck on trap music and they just couldn't get out. Now they have it in everything. They even have trap music country.
What's weird is that, and they hate strip clubs. I mean, the strip club is the place of trap music.
I don't
And
know if I've ever
millennials
asked a
hate
millennial if
strip
they hate
clubs.
strip clubs.
A lot
That's
of 'em
funny.
do.
I've never heard that.
That's what I've heard. A lot of them do. They say like, you
My
know,
girlfriend hates
that's
strip
an
clubs.
old thing. That's stupid. They're dumb. Let's
Strip
not go
clubs are
there.
dumb.
Yeah,
there is a
they're not
certain,
there.
atmosphere about them that
Yeah.
But that's the
Not
house of
everybody loves.
trap.
you're not
It is a house
wrong.
of trap.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
the house of
But
trap.
it's come out of there,
I don't hear much trap unless I'm at the strip club.
Yeah. Well, they'll play
I
Pour
stay
Some
away
Sugar
from it.
for
If
us.
you're
every time.
listening
They're
to like super
"Bam,
mainstream
bam, bam,
country,
Yeah.
like super like
trappy
now
now.
mainstream, it's
Although-
very like.
Isn't that crazy?
But
We
Yeah.
did get a text message the other night Did you see that?
What's that about the?
That someone was dancing to "Dreams" by Fleetwood Mac.
Yeah,
Oh,
How
that's
depressing is
awful.
that?
that's
really
always that.
sad.
Okay, so that's always that dancer named Pandora, and
That's
she's
really
she's
sad.
pretty cool usually.
That's probably
Like,
her
that's
last
the cool
dance.
one.
She's
They're
like,
yeah,
she's like,
you
this
know
is
what?
I'm retiring after
Yeah.
this. I don't want to dance to "Dreams" because I don't have any
Oh,
anymore.
well, that's when you say, "Now you do, baby." I work for Atlantic Records. I like what you're doing.
And
up there.
I got a song that can be auto-tuned just for
Yeah.
you.
Oh,
that doesn't happen. to
have
anybody
you
anymore.
listened to the new
No.
Rammstein album?
There's a new Rammstein.
Yes,
I
there's a
have
new
not.
Rammstein album, and guess what he uses?
Auto-tune.
He uses autotune on one of the tracks.
Does he abuse
That
it
guy,
though?
not really.
Okay.
Oh.
Not really.
Autotune as a choice, as an obvious choice, I think that's really cool. It's like you have to know the rules to break them.
Yeah.
Is it like that?
No, it's pretty cool. It's
Yeah.
I didn't think it was when I first heard him do it, I was like, is he really gonna do this? Like this part of the song? Because it was like a bridge or no, it wasn't a bridge, it was like a post-chorus thing. So it happened several times during the song.
And I can listen to it.
I know,
it's
right?
cool.
I've listened to
Hearing
it.
him do it, it's cool.
Yeah.
But it was I was like,
that out.
did I just hear Rammstein using autotuner? And then I went kept listening to the song. I was like, he damn sure is, Bob.
Have y'all seen the Now This Is Pop on Netflix?
They still make those CDs? Oh wait, I'm thinking of Now That's What I Call Music 87.
Yeah.
This was a
Okay,
series
no.
they did just about pop music, and there's a whole episode
Yeah.
about autotune and how it killed T-Pain's life. Like
he just
basically,
played. Didn't he just play here, or he's about to?
Yeah, he got shat on, and everybody made fun
Shat.
of him, and just like tore up, and then boom, he came back. And,
So
and shot
before
on
he
himself.
Netflix?
wait, was it
kinda crazy.
before he utilized the auto tuner as much as he did, or was
No,
it,
his career is autotune, except his
yeah.
production stuff. But yeah, him singing was all autotune.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if it's a choice, why is that not an artistic choice? Like,
Oh.
but if
yeah.
it's, I don't know, I have mixed feelings
yeah?
about it.
If you're using it creatively, how about
Yeah.
that? Not just because you suck.
They
and
talk
you're-
about Cher using it in.
I,
Do you
But it
believe
wasn't-
in
I don't
love?
hate that. I think
I-
that's a choice.
Everybody thought it was what's a vocoder, and it
Mhm.
wasn't a vocoder. It
It
was
was actual auto tune.
Right,
they
because we
used-
didn't have that language back then.
Yeah, it was auto tune.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they didn't. They were all like, "Oh yeah, she's using a vocoder through a keyboard." Blah 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 blah.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
And it wasn't. They were using real auto tune.
I didn't really even notice it.
So it wasn't
What?
a creative choice. It was a she's
Is
not.
it that one song? The one? Do you
Do you-
believe?
Yeah.
It's
That-
Yeah, I
all
don't know.
over.
Maybe
it.
maybe I'll have to go back and listen to it because
can
back
hear
then
the-
I didn't know. I just thought that was her weird. She had a weird. I thought maybe she had a weird like Post Maloney thing that kind
Right.
of crackled at that one frequency when he hits that one. He's got that weird
like a break.
yeah.
Yeah.
Which
And I
is
thought maybe
his
that was what it
auto-tune,
was.
right?
No,
So
he
He
doesn't.
uses it.
I don't think he uses.
I
it,
thought he
does
did on some songs. Yeah,
So-
as an instrument.
What you're
He
saying
is a millennial, so
So what you're saying is she wasn't anywhere in the ballpark and they had to auto tune it that much and then they went back.
No,
and
they
s-
did it as an effect.
Oh, okay. Well, why didn't
Yeah.
they just because it was so new?
I
They
guess
just didn't say it was
they didn't say what it
auto-tune?
was, and they just
And then
kept it
everybody
all
go,
secret.
Oh, what's auto tune?
yeah,
Yeah,
I don't know.
it's fun stuff. Let's just do a whole show on auto tune.
Let's
We
do
could.
it. That would be
We
fun.
totally-
Dissect all the auto tune songs for all the millennials.
I want to say a quick thank you. We weren't here last week. We took a week off, but we have a show up there. We actually recorded 2 shows the last time we were in the studio, and we deleted one because it was a little controversial. It's not deleted. It's
Somebody
just
got
sitting.
punched in the face.
We're leaving it. It's just
No,
it's just pulled off.
we have had.
Maybe it'll come up. Maybe it won't. Maybe we'll edit it down.
There has there been a fist thrown in here? We've had shoves in here for sure.
Yeah.
There's been a few times
No.
people have gotten shitty shoved.
But
Wow.
the topic was a little controversial and a little over the top. So we did a show last week. The show we released last week was you and I going to see Cherry Can Trail at House of Blues. And but I didn't have a chance to thank everyone that came out to Arts Goggle. And that's what I wanted to do and on this show.
I'm really
Since we
glad
had 2
because I
weeks
want
ago.
to talk about Arts Goggle too.
Arts Goggle was great this year. I want to thank everybody that came by the booth and bought stuff and has my pictures hanging up on their wall now. That's really, really freaking awesome. It feels really good.
I tributed mine.
Thank you. Do you have a photo of it? At least I can see the distributed. But thank you to everybody that came out, and for everybody that said they were going to come out and stop by the booth but didn't. You're dead.
You're out. You're
dead
out
to
of the
me.
club.
Yeah, you're out of my circle.
Yeah, some people got back into the club.
Some people did get back in the club.
They
I
were
told
out,
that.
and then you let them back in.
They were out, and they came back in.
Yeah.
But now those that said they were going to come by and didn't, dead.
And to the police still looking for the smoke that keeps coming out of all the porta potties over there. I'd like to apologize to you guys. You're just doing your job. I understand it, but it was me all along.
I'm sure it wasn't only you.
I'm
yeah,
sure
it couldn't
was,
just be me.
people were just doing it in the booth.
I don't know,
Not
man.
mine
Until
and other booths, but the booths around me.
that
It was a great time.
experience at the first Fortress Fest scarred me for life.
I don't.
When I had to hotbox all my weed
Oh, at once.
all at once because I thought the police were on to me because I got
I
paranoid.
thought you just started eating it.
No, I was like, no, I was close.
Does that work?
I think it does if you just eat it. I imagine, but I was smoking it too, so it would have been like I wouldn't tell what was the me eating it and what was the me smoking it. But I know don't do that with acid though.
Oh, hell
Don't
no.
eat the acid.
Don't eat the acid. How was your arts goggle experience?
Let me tell you about my arts goggle experience. So, I could not do the daytime stuff because I teach Saturday school, which is ending this Saturday. And I was going to take the day off, but it's like an extra $400 every time I do it. And that's real money.
Ooh, Yeah.
Real
So,
money.
I went and taught from 8 to 2, and then I came home and did very little because I had a 10 o'clock show
You
at the
could-
Owl.
You could have come by my booth.
I live in the burbs now.
Where do you live?
I could
Um,
hit.
Well,
all
you
the-
don't have to say.
I could hit the owl from my booth with a rock.
I'll say it this way. If I lived in my old house, I would have come by.
Yeah.
But now that I live in my new house, it's like the highway is my life. And I was just like, no. So that is why I'm
Do
pretty
you
sorry.
sing "Life Is a Highway"?
I hate that song.
Do you sing Highway to Hell?
Or,
I do sometimes.
I'm a
Yeah.
Yeah.
highway star.
I
Yeah.
don't know that song.
Do you sing Highway to the Danger
Danger
Zone?
Zone. Yeah,
By the
yeah,
way,
definitely.
Viewing.
Do you want to go with us? You'll be our date.
We need
To
a,
where?
a
We need date.
JJTM viewing.
We need a date to the JJTM viewing.
We haven't announced this yet. We'll announce this
Yeah.
later.
Okay, hold on. So
Okay.
that's the reason I didn't come see you, and I'm sorry. But I didn't come see anybody's booths. I was going to come see Marin Farmer, and I didn't see her either. So all of my booth people and my art people, I apologize. I got to the Owl 7:30ish, super packed. It was like I have not seen a bar like that in 2.5 years.
It was packed. It was packed when we played. It
amazing.
was fun.
It was packed, and I saw your show. I was in that back booth, you know, the one there's booth. I was in this one by the curve of
Where you
the
turn around, go
yeah,
around
where
the
you turn
corner.
around, yeah. So I was just like hiding in that booth the whole time, and I saw Stubbs, and I saw you, and I saw, you know, Fort Worth Famous, and I was like right behind everybody, but it was so many people.
There
that I
was
was like,
a ton of people in there.
and like before I play, I get very introverted. I'm like a snail, so I was just kind of like,
Doesn't everybody?
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was like
get in
that's
this
why
weird-
that's why I didn't say hi.
You get in this weird zone.
You do, and you kind of have to come into yourself a little bit. So I was like, oh, there's my friends, but I knew that I was there seeing y'all, even if y'all didn't know that I was there, but I was there. And then,
I'll review the camera later.
and then when y'all flipped the breaker, that was amazing. So then
That
I
was
popped
funny.
up on top of the booth because I couldn't see anything because everybody was standing. So then I set up on top of the booth where that lamp is right behind, and I was just kind of watching everything. And then y'all came back on. And like threw
That
it
was
down.
funny.
That was so fun.
Y'all tripped
I-
the breaker?
Yeah, we tripped a breaker.
Yeah.
All the amps were on the same breaker as a margarita machine.
Oh, really?
It tripped it. It tripped it. It was pretty amazing.
I love
Yeah.
it.
It was great. It was a
Yeah,
fun time. It was a good time.
really good night. And then we played, and like Waffles couldn't even get in apparently to take pictures of us because we were at capacity.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah. When
Wow.
it
So-
was hard. Like I had to.
I've been up there
grab
when
my
it's been pretty
gear.
crowded. I don't think I've ever gone where they've shut it down to where no one else could go
I
in.
couldn't
though.
believe it. I never
No,
have
it was
either.
crazy. I had
You
to
could
grab my
tell-
gear and roll out, and I had to roll through people. It was
Yeah.
like, oh my god, because I had to go tear my.
You
my
could
tent
tell it was headed
down.
that direction. That evening, you're like, okay, shit's about to go down.
Yeah.
over
Yeah.
here. You could tell.
It was some good energy.
I had to
Was
fight
good
my way
energy.
to get up in there.
Yeah.
like just to play, and then to play like, and I mean, yeah, people were everywhere. It was great. It was
Yeah.
fun. It was a good fun time.
It was a
Man,
good
that
fun
thing
time.
has grown so much too.
I
That's what I was thinking. I
know.
was like, wow, this thing's really gotten big.
Yeah.
It goes
The
from
Owen
Main
Wilson,
Street
wow.
to 8th. It's 2
Yeah.
miles.
It used to not be
Or
that far at
something.
all. It was
No,
like
it was a
half a
little-
block, wasn't it?
A little niche thing.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah, it was
You know
cool.
what? It's a little too mainstream for me. That might be my last one.
You know, honestly,
No,
it's
not.
bigger. It's bigger and probably a little more powerful than Main Street Arts Fest. It's way bigger
I'm
than Main Street
saying-
Arts Fest.
He let him go ahead. Let him continue.
That is my continuation.
You're not
That
going to
was it.
attack?
No, I'm
That's
I'm
it?
out of attack mode right now.
Okay. Thought it was going to be Sasha Bass time.
No, I got a deal.
A whole segment on her now?
No, she gave me a deal. I'm now working with her.
Oh, okay.
She bought
Good.
a lot of prints,
Oh, good.
and they're hanging in her apartment.
Good.
So
Getting
I'm on her
tributed.
team now. Yeah,
Did she put him on the
she's
gram?
tribute.
Her husband.
Oh, okay. Wait.
RoboTuner bought your prints,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
and he said it was awesome.
RoboTuner did. Yes, it was great.
So I was thinking of this crazy plan. What I saw a lot of is what I always see when I go out there is I think I told you about this little ridiculous scenario. A lot of people walking, a lot of people checking out, really deconstructing art and stuff, and a lot of people walking away with nothing in their hands.
Yeah.
What if I don't know if this would
Forced
work.
them to buy something
The-
at
the-
gunpoint.
You had an admission, and that admission though got you a piece.
Ooh.
Of ass?
Well, I mean,
I like that.
No, a piece of art. But that could kind of suck because there'd be someone walking around going, "I'm gonna just find the most expensive thing I can get."
no. You would have to do it kind of like yours, where it's got to be there's got to be a
certain
sticker.
price range.
Yeah, the things that are have this sticker on it will be good for your ticket
Your-
or whatever it
yeah.
is, your voucher that you paid
Your
the admission,
complimentary,
your complimentary
art
piece of art. Yeah.
Yeah.
That way it
That's
gets the
cool.
actual every single artist. I mean, it gets more art out there. I think.
So here's another drawback,
Uh-oh.
and I'm gonna use my booth for just an example.
Mhm.
Say there's I think they say like 150,000 people roll through that or some crap.
There was a lot.
Like it's a lot of people
I think-
through the entire day.
I think we were close to 500,000 this last one. 'Cause
I mean, there's a ton of people that roll through there. But what if
I was getting in agitation mode like Bourbon Street a couple of times. I was like, get out the way.
what if I have like a bunch of prints that are in that price range that they can get, and everybody just flocks to my booth and wipes me out?
Yeah, you would
How
have
would
to.
I get?
You would have to do.
reimbursement for
That's
that?
what I'm saying. You would have to distribute the amounts of, like, you would have to definitely think about it more than just a silly pot dream about how things should be done
So we need to stop smoking the pot and actually
or start.
come up with a plan. Oh,
But-
okay.
Yeah, there would have to be some way where everything gets distributed evenly amongst the artists. So it's like everybody has something that gets taken from their booth and put on a wall somewhere.
Yeah. But then I like that idea.
There's a lot of holes in it. I
There's
know.
no, it's cool. Like, and then you've got the people that complain about parking. Like where there's high demand, you have to
Yeah.
pay for parking, and it's like, oh, I don't want to pay for
I
a
didn't
arts
pay for parking.
festival.
I
No,
don't
I'm not.
pay.
I'm not saying there. I'm just saying,
Yeah.
like sometimes it makes sense to charge admission for something to benefit the people that are putting it on.
Mhm.
But then there's always going to be people that are mad because they're not getting something for free.
True. We're creating handouts is basically what we're doing a little
But
bit.
then,
but
then
still,
you have the artists that pay.
you have the artist. Yeah.
They're out money already because they're paying for their space.
Yeah.
Right. You had to pay a fee, right?
Mhm.
Because that's how Arts Goggle makes their money. So like your way would be more equitable for the artists, which would be better for the community. I don't know.
But-
What's the answer? I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, I would pay. If
Maybe
it was
we'll do a
like-
Jerry Jonestown Massacre Art Festival.
Oh, that would be cool. Y'all should do a remote.
Yeah.
We'll do it on my street right here.
Dude,
And
that'd
we'll
be
just
cool.
block it off.
Yeah.
Everybody come down here and set up.
Yeah. And then the next year we'll do it at my
Everybody's
street.
Oh,
like,
I
"What the
bet
hell?" My
there's some-
neighbors get
We'll alternate it.
pissed.
First year we'll do yours, then mine, then yours and mine.
We'll just go back and forth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that would
People
go
get
well.
pissed.
That would go well in my neighborhood for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, people would get pissed at us.
They
We
get
give them
really
free hot
pissed.
dogs though. Right? You can't beat a free hot
Provide
dog.
food.
Can we take over a parking lot?
Like billiards.
Something?
I mean, that's a big ass parking lot there.
Yeah. Can we just take it over and be like, here's our
They,
art show?
they use
That
it
would
for
be
their
really
car
cool.
show.
Yeah.
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 Why not?
Yeah. I think we should do this.
Why not? Let's take over the Dickies parking garage.
Are you gonna have some
We'll
bands?
have multi-level.
The Dickies parking garage.
There
you
you
walk
go.
up and you're looking at everybody's art.
That's actually a really good idea because you take out
No.
weather.
But everybody's
Yeah.
sideways. All the booths are sideways.
Yeah, true.
You go up the ramp, they're all sideways. People have like round ornaments or something. They're just constantly rolling off the table.
Yeah.
No snow globes.
Yeah, no snow globes. You can't do that.
It'd be interesting.
So, you still have a bottle over there?
A beer?
You still drinking out of a bottle?
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
no.
You're not drinking out of it?
Yeah, I am drinking out of
Okay.
it. But did you? You're wanting me to
Robo
open another
Tinder,
one, right?
Take the
No, 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 you-
TRE.
you
That's so cool.
So I
I love trains.
I went from one pack place on Saturday to fly to another pack place in Florida on Sunday called Walt Disney World.
Did you get groomed?
Met up with my family. I forgot to make my shirt that said "I'm here to get groomed,"
Dang it!
or "I'm
Wait,
here to be
last
groomed."
weekend?
Yeah, Okay, so Arts Goggle was on Saturday.
Yeah.
I flew out Sunday.
What time was the flight on Sunday?
11.
Oh, that's
11?
rough.
11? I had
Yeah,
to
that is
change.
rough.
I forgot. I had to change my flight up so many times. Maybe it was 1 o'clock. I don't remember. 1 o'clock.
Oh, that's not too bad.
Because I landed at 4 out there or some crap.
Yeah, that sounds right.
So I
It's
got
like
some-
3
yeah.
hours.
I
and
got
then
questions
2
about the
hours
flight.
plus an hour.
First class. What's up?
Did you roll first class?
I used my
What's
points.
the
I
mask?
was like,
What was the mask scene like?
none.
Really?
None. And
Was
we
it
all
a-
laughed
Was
about
it
it.
American?
In first class, up there where we're treated like normal humans, we
Yeah.
all just laughed about it as we were sipping
Were
our
you on
champagne.
American?
Yeah.
I thought American was sticking hard to it.
No.
So if all the airlines just said "F it," we're done.
Yeah.
Now.
You can wear them if you want. And they said,
Well,
please
you
be
always could.
respectful of your neighbor if you want, if they want to wear them. But yeah, it was a laughing joke when the
Was
the
it?
flight attendant came on and talked about it.
What'd she say?
It was a he.
What'd he say?
He just said,
That's presumptuous by you, by the way.
well, he was a he because he came and served me champagne while we were sitting there laughing and
Well, did you
clinking
give
our
him the-
glasses
did you-
that we didn't have to wear masks because we were high society
In first class.
in first class.
It's hard being first
Then we got
class when
our-
you're white trash.
Yeah, we got our hot towels.
Well,
Yeah.
I
Clinked our
ain't
glasses.
first class, but
Yeah.
I ain't white trash, wild and a little. No.
Then
Okay,
bourbon.
sorry.
Then they came around and passed out a bunch of bourbon.
Oh, really?
Right, yeah, it was fun.
Yeah.
But we went.
I've only flown first class once, and it was amazing.
It
I
is
was
amazing,
lit
right?
when I got off the plane, dude.
Everything's free.
Yeah.
Dude,
And they
international.
really and they for once they listen to you and like keep them coming. They
Yeah,
do.
They do.
They're like, okay, this guy wants to do some drinking.
Yeah. International's great too. My flight to Ireland, we had to go to the UK first, or to London first, and the girl came back and gave me and the guy across from me, because we were talking about whiskey. She gave us 2 shots or 2 airplane bottles.
Yeah.
She goes, "You guys aren't going to be troublemakers, are you?" We're like, "No." And she goes, "Okay, here you go." Gave us each 2, and then every time she came by, it was 2. Here you go. Here's your 2. Here's your
Wow.
2. Here's your 2.
Yeah.
Until I
Those
drank
are
enough to go.
isn't that just 1 ounce though? That's a half a shot though, isn't it? Or is it?
It's not. It was a shot.
Is it? Is it
Yeah,
2?
an
It's
airline
2
bottle is a
ounces.
shot. Yeah.
Oh. Yeah.
I got one out here somewhere.
Oh, you want to see one?
Anyway, yeah.
So
it was
no
great.
mask.
No mask.
No. Did you see? Was there any?
No mask in the airports.
No fights. No Mike Tyson punching out someone.
No fights.
No?
Not in first class. We were all just having way too much fun. Now in the back of the plane,
Yeah.
where the peons sit, maybe.
Y'all just every
Yeah,
time
not-
every time
not
you
really.
hear
It's rough
something
back
come
there.
back there,
Yeah.
you
I know.
just kind of
Yeah.
and then toast each other. Like,
I mean, the lady next to me as we were flying, she goes, "There's a baby crying back there. Can you put it to sleep?" And then we heard a choo choo.
and then y'all just laugh like this.
We just more champagne, please.
More champagne.
That's the way it is in first
Yeah.
class.
And
Did
a
you-
warm towel.
Did you wear a Trump shirt? See what they would do.
No.
See, that's what when we go to New York, I'm straight coming with the FJB shirt.
FJB? Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, got it. It took me a second.
I want to disturb as many people as I can on the flight
Should I
without.
wear my
since there's
Pew
no
Pew
mask.
Life
Yeah,
shirt?
we have to.
Pew Pew Life.
Yeah.
No, it's it was good. Now walking around Disney World is a different story.
Are we to that part? We done with? There was no airport shenanigans. That
No
we need to-
airport
none to
shenanigans.
report.
No, none to report. Went to Disney World.
This should be good. Did you see any protesters?
No protesters that I saw. Stayed on grounds.
No babies getting eaten by alligators?
No, I tried to look for the memorial for it. Couldn't find it. I think it's a Pokemon stop, which Aiden got me playing Pokemon Go
Oh, I
again.
bet that's awesome out
In
there.
Disney World, it's great.
Yeah,
The big highlight for me was seeing Galaxy's Edge, Star Wars
of
Land,
course.
for the first time,
Yeah.
and spending quality time there. And the first day we went to the studios, it was pretty much all spent there. There
Yeah,
was
I
that
bet.
much stuff to do,
That's cool.
and it was awesome.
No, that's not where
They
the
did it
resort's
upright.
at now, is it? The new
No.
Star Wars resort.
Yeah,
is it
it's
on
the
there?
it's on the back side of it. The hotel is, and those guys get access to. They have a shuttle that transfers them to underground or through a tunnel
Yeah, because you're not
into
supposed to
the
be
resort.
in the
into
real
that-
world
yeah,
at all.
You're not in the real world, so you come to
So,
Galaxy's Edge.
Are they giving
Black
tours of
Spire.
that place?
No, you can't go in
So
the
you
hotel.
have to book a
Yeah.
week, which
It's
is
3
like
days.
35 grand probably.
No, it's 3 days. 3 days for $5,000 for those 3 days a person. $3,000 to $5,000 a person,
Yeah.
depending on the type of room. And it's all once you're there, you don't leave until you take that shuttle to the. It's made to feel all
Like immersive.
immersive.
Wow.
Like you're on this Star Cruiser that's.
I'm not
cruising
gonna
through
lie,
space.
I would
That's
do it.
nuts.
I would do it if I had enough money.
I think they should let a podcast come out there and review it.
We should.
They definitely should.
They should.
I think they're locking that down too on the media side. They're not letting many people go in there and do
No, it
shows
got
and stuff.
it got
Some bad reviews
bad
too.
reviews right off the bat.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Was it-
a
do you
lot
think-
of media when they're in Bastion was like, "Why are we paying this much for this?
Yeah, I heard
This
some of
is
that.
This is not worth what we're paying for this."
Yeah.
And plus, you can't go to any of the parks while you're there, except for the one day you're allowed to go. And the second day we went to the studios was the day that the hotel let their people go, and they all had little pins on them that showed that they were part of the hotel,
Mm-hmm.
and they were all dressed a little different, like they had little Star Warsy outfits on
Mm-hmm.
as they walked around, and it was like, okay, these guys are all from the hotel, and
Were they walking
a lot
around
of them.
clinking their champagne bottles, looking at everybody? in
No.
glasses. Ching.
They were kind
Oh,
of
look at
pissed
the
that they had to
common man.
wait in line with the common man.
I imagine they were.
Yeah.
It's like, I
Yeah.
come to this place every day.
I paid $5,000 and I have to wait in line.
Yeah, really.
Yeah.
Now, I did get a lot of people have asked me how this worked because they saw my pictures on social media, on Instagram and Facebook. But I did get to run around Star Wars Land, Dark Spire, Galaxy's Edge, whatever you want to call it, in the middle of the night with no one around. And that's because we booked a lightsaber building class. And we booked it for 9:45 at night, and the park closes at 9. So if you stay at Disney World on one of the resort properties, you get an extra hour for certain parks.
That was one of them.
Cool.
Or the Magic Kingdom, you get till like 1 a.m. or some BS. So we were there for that extra hour, and we booked this class. So as the park's funneling out, we go do our lightsaber class. We come out, and it's no one around,
Yeah.
and no one's telling you to leave.
I've done that at Animal Kingdom. When I went on a business out there, and we had a party, and they shut everything down. It was like after the park closed, it was all us,
Mm-hmm.
and they let us walk around like that.
And it was cool as shit, all lit up at night.
Yeah.
And then us walking around with our
Imagine.
lightsabers all glowing.
Yeah.
Now, my lightsaber's not here yet, or else I'd show you. It came ground transport because I wasn't putting
It's
it on
still
an
not
airplane.
here. Oh yeah, I wouldn't either.
It's out at my mom's.
Yeah.
And
Oh, it
they
is?
yeah. And the other cool thing is they have a cantina
She didn't
there.
fly.
No, they drove because
They
my
drove.
grandparents don't fly.
Okay.
But they have a cantina, and the cantina. Yeah, you have to set up an appointment. Have a reservation. And my sister set up 2. We went the first
That was
time.
my hand.
Just had some normal drinks. Well, on the second day we came to that park, the studios, we had an appointment reservation for like 11:45 in the morning. I'm like, what are you thinking? Making us go to a bar and drink 11:45 in the morning?
Day drinking.
Hey, it's vacation, man.
Yeah, no
Dude.
rules.
It was wild. Like it was
bet,
full
man.
of college kids just getting
Tanked.
tanked, and I'm like, $15, $15 a mixed drink, and you guys are just hammering. Like this guy had solo cups stacked up like that high. And I was like, what the hell?
That's the thing that's funny is a lot of people don't understand that when you go to Disney World,
it's expensive.
oh yeah, it's expensive, but there's also nightlife. Like you go
Yeah.
hang out, you get tanked, man.
Yeah,
Well,
it
they
gets
know
crazy.
what parents need.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
know
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
So I
It's
ordered
like, lock
this
those
thing.
kids in the hotel room and come party.
So the first day we're cruising through there, I'm looking at drinks, and I get to the bottom of this one set of drinks, and it says $45 for a drink. I'm like, what the hell? And then I scroll down, and I'm like, another $45. I'm like, what the heck? Well, they come with these special cups, these
Oh, my
cool, badass ceramic mugs.
Yeah.
Well, then I get to the bottom list, and I see $85. And I'm like, what the hell is this? Well, it's a flight called Rancor, or the Rancor. And I ordered it.
Oh, nice.
The second time I went in, me and my
Just
brother-in-law
high
ordered it.
society now, aren't you?
Yeah, well, we're clinking champagne glasses. I mean, I wouldn't have ordered it if it wasn't quality, but I saw that this thing was fucking quality.
What was in it?
So you get 4 Rancor teeth with their beers,
Oh, it was a beer flight.
a beer flight. And their
Nice.
beer flight, they had White Wampa Ale, which is made by Ballast Point, Bad Motivator, which is Sierra Nevada, Gamorrean Ale, which is New Belgium, and Gold Squadron Lager, which is Blue Point. And it's served in these 4 teeth that look like this.
That's cool. Ranker teeth.
Nice.
Well, you get this full setup with the 4 teeth. You get to take
Yeah.
it home.
Oh, that's cool.
That's worth it.
Is it
out
That's
here?
cool.
Did you bring it out here?
It came by land, and it's out of.
Oh, still in transport?
It's in transport.
in
Or else
Weatherford?
I will show it off next week. But yeah, it was so worth it because I was like, when we got in there,
I'd probably do that.
Yeah,
I'd go ahead
definitely.
and pay the 85.
when we
bucks
got
for
in
that.
there, the first day I didn't see anybody drinking them, and then the second day, where all those guys were partying, I just kept hearing. They announce it when you order it. They announce it.
Your ranker's ready.
These guys ordered a Rancor, and they bring it out, and everybody starts cheering and clapping. and all
Texas is
this stuff and goes
Ranker.
nuts.
Ranker. I was
Yeah,
gonna say,
Ranker.
I sent the video
R-A-N-C-O-R.
to
Yeah.
you and
Ranker.
Jeremy of them cheering and everything. Well, there were some girls, some like college girls next to where we were sitting at the bar, and they all had them, and I was like, "Oh, that's quality. I'm gonna order it."
They thought you were talking about them.
No, I
Like,
did. I said,
sir, yo, perv.
"Guys, that's quality."
That's some quality tail right there.
And I was like, "No, those are good porcelain." And then they were like, "What? Porcelain?" So
So you sexually harassing college students.
I was
what
like,
the
"No,
fuck does
you're-
porcelain mean?
Your Rancor teeth."
Oh.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
So
They still
anyway.
thought you were creepy, I'm sure.
They probably did. But anyway, it was cool. It was cool. That whole area is freaking great. That's fun. That
I love
made my
Disney
vacation.
World. Like everybody's talking about boycotting Disney World. Nope, I ain't doing it.
I've been to Disneyland.
There's no way.
It's
Well-
expensive.
I've been
That's
to
the only thing.
Disneyland. It's fun. But
It's
I've never been
another
to
level
World.
of Disneyland. Like
Nice.
Disney
It is.
World is just the next. It's like upper tier of parks.
It's more stressful.
No, I don't think it's stressful.
It's,
love
it's
it.
more chaotic.
How much planning do I have to do?
You don't.
don't?
Just wing
No.
You just pay your money and they
Just
tell you where to
wing it.
go.
You don't have to wing it. You can't wing it now.
That's what I've
Because they
heard
give
from
you
people.
these bracelets. You got to knock on
Yeah.
things. You got to have all this
There's
stuff.
a special knock.
Yeah.
The first time I ever went, my mom read a book the whole year before we went.
Right? Yes.
It's like a
Yes,
Disney World book.
exactly.
I could sit you down and tell you because this was my 17th trip,
Oh, okay.
as I'm afraid to say. But it was a thing my family did like every year.
Okay.
Every other year. When I was born and up until my second sister was born. Then it
Wow.
turned into kind of like an every third year thing.
That's a lot more
Because
kids.
it's expensive.
Yeah.
Well, and it kept ramping up in cost. So
Right.
now you have 3 kids and
You should make a spreadsheet on the cost.
That would be interesting. I
Family
would love to read
spreadsheet on
that.
how it's gone up.
I could probably break down everything I
then-
bought and
Put it into a line graph
Weep.
so we can see it go.
this is the thing is
Yeah.
like my grandparents have a timeshare.
Oh, okay.
So we stayed on property on a timeshare condo.
Yeah.
So that we got to cut that cost out.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it was still stupid money to go
I
and
imagine.
get in there.
Yeah.
I mean, the condo I think cost for the entire week is something like I don't know, $140 or something like that.
Right.
Because
Because you
it's
just pay because it's
through
not
the
your
year.
week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Pay the maintenance fees.
you
Right.
pay the maintenance fees, but it's something stupid like that. But then, I mean, you see so much stuff you want, and then I got sucked into something else, which I do have in the house, but I don't want to show it now. I bought another lightsaber because they have a place called Legacy Sabers that they're the only place you can get them is there.
Are they like
They're
the website that we go to at the Spectacle Jam House all the time?
They're
and look
not
at
the
different
Bad Dragon.
Okay, not the Bad Dragon ones.
I didn't see any Bad Dragon lightsabers. But yeah, it doesn't have the blade because it's still in transit.
I'm gonna have to open the door. I'm dying over
Then
here.
open
is
the
a
door.
little warm.
It's a
Yeah,
hot, I'm
I
having a
agree.
hot flash for sure right now.
But Disney is disappointing. And if you've never been, I'm sure you'll still get a kick out of Disney World. For the most part, though, the glory days were late 80s, early 90s. The park wasn't clean like it used to be. You'd never see a piece of trash on the ground.
Yeah. That was a Walt Disney thing.
Yeah.
I've read about him and how meticulous he was about his standards and
And there's like a trash can
to
every
say nothing
like,
about all the other weird stuff. with
15
it, but
feet or
yeah,
something. Yeah.
Yeah. At least that he got right.
And there was just trash everywhere.
Mhm.
There's not enough people there to even open up the rides fully.
Wow.
So like Twilight Zone Tower of Terror, they only opened up one side of it and it 120 minutes to ride it. And it was ridiculous. They just don't have enough people. And I think that's why it's dirty too, is they don't have enough people to clean. And then
As no one's working anymore.
there's a lot of the thing that stood out
He's
to me.
giving the bird to work.
You see a lot of workers just standing around their phone doing stuff. Kind of like whatever. But yeah, it was fun. It was Disney World.
Well, and you got to see it before.
Yeah, so I wasn't that worried about it. The only thing I cared about was Star Wars area and a little bit of some stuff in the Magic Kingdom. And we tried to me and my uncle tried to we tried to con our way onto the new Guardians of the Galaxy roller coaster they're building at Epcot. It was open for testing, and all the cast members got to ride it, and they were doing testing with them and letting them run through it. We tried to pretend like we were a cast member. I tried to just walk through there doing my...
They busted you every time.
every time. It was like hitting a force field like every...
Yeah.
We tried like 4 or 5 times. Like first went up to ask, and they're like, no, you have to wait till May 27th or something. Well, we're not going to be here. We spent all this money to come here, and your park's a
You
disappointment.
should have just started crying.
I said, Walt Disney wouldn't deny.
Yeah. Say Walt wouldn't do this.
And so they're like, well, you just have to come back sometime. I'm like, I'm not coming back probably ever again in my life.
The world's
I
going
don't
to
know.
end in a few years. How's that going to
I
happen?
have I've seen everything I need to see.
I know, right?
except
The
this right-
rapture was supposed to happen like 10 years ago or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then,
What, when Putin goes under for the surgery?
Do you think that's when it's happening?
Yep, we're done.
we nearly got through with the thing I do, like at the stadium. Just pretend like you know what you're doing, and you need to be somewhere, and you know what's going on, and no one will ask you
That
questions.
last
Just
layer,
have that, like,
that last layer of security got you, huh?
yeah, it was like we were past them, and then it was like all of a sudden this web grabbed us in the back, and they were like, "Hey, wait a second, where y'all going? Where y'all
Do
doing?"
they have some kind of biometric scanning with the
That'd be
cast
scary.
members
Yeah.
or something? Like, how did they know?
I
Dude,
don't
the
know,
chip
I
they
don't know.
put in his butt when he first got out
when I
there
got out
went
there.
off, huh?
Yeah,
Yeah. So, it's funny while we're talking about Disney World. Disney World's been a hot button while you were gone, by the way. I don't know if you
it was
saw
a
anything.
hot button before I went.
Well, it was
because
while you
they-
were gone, too. The thing that's funny is these stupid politicians keep getting up there and be like, well, if Florida doesn't want you, we'll take you here in Oklahoma. And like, why the hell do you think Disney World would just uproot and be like, that's it. We're going to move to Tulsa
You
out of
can't.
nowhere.
You can't. There's
No,
no
you
way.
can't. There's no way.
There
It's not gonna happen.
is.
Sorry, politicians.
We were talking about that there because, like, right before I went was the whole deal about them losing their tax
Yeah.
exemption, because not only is the whole "Don't Say Gay" bill, they're
That's
caught-
gone away now.
Well,
We're
they're
on to the
they,
next thing.
They
now.
were caught in the controversy of that.
They were.
But then, like,
Hence the reason you kept getting text every day. Did you get groomed yet?
yeah.
Did you get groomed yet?
So
been
Florida
groomed?
decided to say, "Oh, y'all are talking about building your own nuclear power plant out there."
What?
Yeah.
And guess what? Yeah, they had exemption status for Disney to build their own nuclear power
For their
plant.
own.
And they were
It makes
talking about it.
sense. They
Because
should.
They have so much stuff out there. But you fly right beside a nuclear power plant when you fly into Orlando anyway.
I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either.
Yeah, so Orlando already has one, so I don't know.
They're nuclear
what it
powered
is.
there.
Wow.
You mean tell you something that's on the
It's
DL?
very weird you're flying
Uh,
really close to it.
I
Like
bet.
you're looking
So-
out the window and you're seeing it.
You mean tell you
That's
something on
gotta
the
be a
DL?
trip.
Actually, it won't be DL if I tell you.
This is a podcast that a lot of people listen to.
East of Durant. all the way into Arkansas is being gobbled up by Disney World.
Really?
Mhm.
How so?
But they've done this before. They
They're
did this
buying
with
a bunch
Kentucky
of property. Yeah, they
and
have
South
done it
Carolina.
before. They have done it before. Who knows what it's for? But
They actually built a park in South Carolina.
a Disney park.
Yeah, it's Kingdom of something, but it's all they started building it out, and there's actual stuff there. You can go in there, and it's just abandoned.
Have you been to the one
and
in
people go
France?
explore it.
Is that Euro
No.
Disney?
I think so, isn't it?
I've never been to
In
France.
Paris, right?
I think
Yeah,
think
that's
it's
Euro
Paris.
Disney.
I've never been to them frogs.
there's
I
a
never
place
been either.
in
Have you-
France
Where
where
the
the
naked
naked
ladies
ladies
dance,
dance. There's
and
a
the
hole in the wall
Where
where the men can see it all.
and
the
the something doesn't
Y'all's is
care
different.
because they wear no
Underwear,
underwear.
yeah. Yeah, there is a line about no underwear.
Mine was different.
What was yours?
There's a place in France where the girls don't wear no pants, and a hole in
That's
the
the
wall
Texas version.
where the
Where-
boys
where-
can
where
see
girls
them
don't
all.
wear no
Very
pants.
Texas, yeah. No, I always
And,
thought naked ladies.
what was
Yeah,
it?
that's what ours.
But
that's
the
what
women
mine
don't
was.
care because they have no underwear,
There's a hole in the wall.
See,
where
I-
or
men can
the
see
we
it
women
always
all.
don't
say
care
the
because they
men
have
don't-
no hair.
That's amazing.
We should make a song. We should cover. We should do a song.
That'll be an interlude track.
It
Yeah.
will be. I'm looking forward to that.
Well, it sounds like you had fun. I wish
It
I
was
was
fun.
there.
We're gonna take a break in this
Right?
episode for the first time in a long time, and I may go get the lightsaber I have without the blade and just show you the hilt.
Just the hilt, guys.
What time is it? Where we at? Because I want to get into you.
It is 9:05.
That sounded terrible,
Yes,
sir.
Mandy, I'm glad you're here,
I'm glad to be here. Thank you so much.
and especially on a day like today where we can just spend the rest of the time talking about Roe versus Wade.
that's basically
Yeah,
what
we're
the
not-
rest of the show is going
The
to be.
show is gonna be.
I mean, if
Let's
you
talk
wanna
about
go
something
there,
you and I have no
You're in a
idea what we're
band.
talking about.
Neat. We're gonna talk about no. So you have a band called Big Heaven.
I do. Are
It's
we
been
gonna
around for
break?
how long? No, we're gonna work into this break because we're gonna play your song during the break.
Gotcha. Okay. So Big Heaven started in the fall of 2017.
Okay.
I had put together a short-lived Kinks cover band called the Dedicated Followers of Fashion, and Jesse Gage was our drummer. And after about the first rehearsal, he said, and I don't know if y'all know Harley Deer. She used to live around here, but she's in Portland now. He said, "Are you and me and Harley going to be in a band? And is it going to be called Big Heaven?" And I laughed and I was like, "Yes, I totally will start a band with this guy, Jesse, because he's a crazy little drummer and that sounds like fun." And I was kind of having some feels about my current musical situation. So it was kind of an opportunity. And so that's when that happened.
So Big Heaven today
Yeah.
is.
So now,
Go ahead and run down the list.
so our current lineup is me,
Uh huh.
Kevin Wellendorf is our newest member. He's a guitar player
Who's been in for
For-
how long?
since October.
Okay.
Sam Dobbin is our current oldest member besides me. He joined in May 2019. Peter Marsh joined like June 2019 officially because he actually did fill in. And then we got Stephanie Benjamin, who's Peter's girlfriend. We got her on in 21. So she's been in for about a year now as backup and percussion. And like, so our whole live sound. So we went from, there were varying times 2 and 3 people. And then it was me and another guy that wasn't Jesse. And then he didn't want to play with a drummer, which was fine. So I was like, I've got to like restructure this whole band or quit it. And I didn't. So I just restructured the band. And then it went to like a whole bunch of people. And now it's been a whole bunch of people since then.
So you're like the Trent Reznor of Big Heaven,
Yeah. And it wasn't even my idea. This band was all Jesse's idea.
and now you're just
And it's
fully
just
in control
mine.
of it, and
Yeah.
you're moving members around and doing this.
Yeah.
How does the writing go with this?
I write songs.
Is it all you writing, and then they
Yes.
just come in?
Yeah, pretty much. The very first EP has one of Jesse's songs all together, and we're actually re-recording that this summer. It's almost done actually. But then the rest of them were either he wrote a chorus and I built the song around it, or it was my song. So everything that you heard tonight and you'll hear is mine with the band arranging it, and I just like they just play and they're amazing players. So I'm not like super picky about what they do, but
You don't run a tight ship. Tell
not,
them
not
your
too
chord
tight.
is stupid.
No,
Play a
no,
different
because it's
chord.
my chord.
Stop
But if it's a
playing weird
bass line-
triads.
No minor
If-
harmonics
if,
in here.
If Peter Marsh played like bass chords, I might have to say something about it.
Uh-oh.
But he's a
I like
very
bass chords.
See, but it's not my style. Like in pop,
I guess I should not
need-
show you my bass 6 that I just bought.
It has its place. It has its place.
I bought that just to play bass chords and be evil.
Dude,
In your band.
well,
I bought a 7-string because I thought I'd get a shot to try out for your band.
He wanted to detune. We're going to B.
right. I do need a 5-string bass for my church gig. I'm going to do that soon.
Are you a
Sometimes-
churchy person?
Well,
Do you do
I
praise
was-
and worship too?
Yeah, for money.
You lead it?
No, I play
Wait a
bass.
second.
Did you
I
just say
thought you did
did you
praise
just say
and worship for the
Wait a
Lord.
second. That sounds like you're
Not
whoring
for
yourself
money.
out for money.
You know, the Lord
Mm,
provides.
There you go.
I'll just say that.
I don't know if
Okay.
Jesus would approve of this.
Yes.
I'm down with the Jesus.
So
He's
actually, I'm being serious though. Now you do some stuff with the church band too, huh?
Yes.
That's
And
cool.
I've been doing that way longer than I've been doing Big Heaven. I've been
Oh,
doing
really?
that for 10 years this May.
Yeah.
And
Do you
it's-
play the keys or a MIDI?
No,
on
I play
that, too, or
bass.
You just play bass. Oh,
Yes,
you just said that.
I
What
just
the
play
heck?
bass.
Are you in one of those cool church bands that plays fun covers? Like,
We could, but we don't.
you don't?
We
Okay.
could though.
Like
We
change
totally-
the words to
Yeah.
Pearl Jam and put in Christian lyrics?
So
Yeah.
our leader, Robin Reed, would be all about that because she's a librarian. So words are her thing.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I'm
Like-
gonna tell her.
Like my
Yeah.
my biological dad, he went to a
Not your black
church
dad.
up here. Not my black dad. He went to a church right up here on Denton Highway, and like as the preacher's going along saying something, he'd be like, even though even God has sympathy for the devil, and then they'd start playing sympathy for the devil or something. It was
That
weird.
is
Like they would do
cool.
stuff.
Yeah.
He's like they would play covers of.
I mean, if you
Stones
think
and
about
Beatles
it, you
songs
could
and
play
stuff. You're
all
like,
of
"What?"
Ride the Lightning pretty much, and it'd be an actual Bible story.
Yeah.
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 So-
Creeping Death
Yeah?
for sure.
Oh
Mhm.
yeah. It's very Old Testament.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very,
Yeah.
very. There's a lot of bands that got a lot of Old Testament vibe to them,
There's a
especially
lot of-
Revelation too, the New Testament.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
What about Just Testament the band?
Yeah, they're not very Christian though.
They're not.
No.
No.
Yeah, I found that out. Exodus isn't very Christian either. They're not a
Exodus.
very Christian band either. It's weird.
What about the Jesus Lizard?
You know what? That wasn't a very
Well,
religious band
they're-
either.
they're
Jesus
not
and
in
Mary
it.
Chain?
Nah,
Not
not
so
really.
much.
No. No.
Nope.
Creed.
Nope.
Yes.
No.
Creed was right. Creed is a religious band.
Now I'm gonna have to watch that
They-
video again of him at Texas Stadium
I
on
am.
Thanksgiving Day
Oh, I remember
with
that.
the people were sailing through, and he had his what was it, a Troy Aikman jersey tucked in with
Yeah.
Timberland boots.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
God, that guy was a nut. Is he still around?
Scott Stapp.
Did
No,
they
that
ever
his name?
fight? Did him and Fred Durst ever fight?
Oh, I would pay to see that.
Weren't
Well, they
in-
were going to do a pay
I
per
thought they
view,
did a
like
porn together or something. Like there was some porn
Did
video,
they? Oh yeah, it was
bootleg
them.
porn video.
Oh, or was it Kid Rock? I thought Kid Rock
was
is
it
it?
Fred Durst and Kid Rock or Fred?
Because weren't
Durst
they
and
all on the
Creed?
tour, and that's when it happened.
Yeah, it was like a video of all them in the same bus.
Yeah, I just remember the most touching video I've ever seen is when Scott Stapp was in a flood and he just rows his rowboat on over to himself drowning and he pulls himself out of the water.
What does that mean?
I don't know, but it was beautiful.
We need
that-
someone that analyzes dreams to tell us what this means.
Yeah.
What does this Creed
What
video
does
mean?
Creed mean?
It was just so majestic. The nerve. Hey guys, I think on this shot, I'm gonna pull myself out of some mud. I'm gonna save myself so the world doesn't lose me.
See, it's symbolic.
Symbolic.
So you have a
If our bands did it, it would be Dustin like in the mud and all of us pushing his head.
yeah, they're trying to drown me, and then as they're pushing me down, I'm trying to grab them and pull them in too,
Right.
and then we're all trying to kill each
Yeah.
other.
Yeah. And then you'd
Just
be
turns
mud
it-
wrestling.
Yeah.
And then
He has a church video idea that he wants to do someday for one of our bands.
I do.
like on the
Yeah.
beach when you're all like staring out into
No.
the
not so
No,
much.
not so much.
Oh,
Has to do with violence.
okay.
It's the end of the video. The
He ends up in a church.
he
though.
ends
the
up in the
character
church
ends up
at the end of the
church.
video after he's done a bunch of bad things, and he goes in there for salvation.
Oh, okay.
But the local SWAT team chases him in there, and then
Makes him-
it's suicide by police.
I don't know. That's
Yeah, man. I'm in.
you know
Yeah.
that's a story.
It is a
I'm
story.
just saying.
It is.
know.
It's how the guy wants to go out.
It's
Yeah.
like
He's done with his life.
yeah.
Hey, it's like the downward spiral, but not really.
So you know what my problem is with most church bands, though, while we're talking about the old church bands, is, man.
Do you
come
mean
on.
bands in churches or
Yeah.
like Christian bands, like out in the
No, like when you go a praise and worship team.
Okay, right.
Do something about your tone.
Dude.
You just because you're in
I
a
know.
Christian band doesn't mean you have to, or a
I
praise
know.
and worship band doesn't mean you have to just go all like
I know a good.
guitar center and play through a
No.
pedal, play everything through a pedal through the mains.
I know a friend of ours that does praise and worship, and he's
That's
got
different.
all dark glass now.
No, that's different. There is like I'm sure she has real professional gear when she goes and plays,
No, I play
but
bass.
for the most
so
part,
I just
What
run
does
direct.
that mean? You just play. It's just bass.
I mean, I don't haul my amp. I just run direct. It is
Oh,
very
okay.
soft.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're not on like the praise and worship like rock band style. We're more
Yeah.
on the like the acousticy style.
What's crazy is you got all this modeling software
bring
that
a
comes
nailer
like
to
in an
mine.
iPad or an
Yeah.
iPhone. You
Right.
could just jack into it and go and have anything sound you wanted.
Absolutely. Yeah.
I mean, that's cheap and cheating. I mean, you're not going to take a full stack up there and a.
I am. I'm taking a nailer and 2 cabs.
In a room that's built for
Let's do this.
acoustical transmission.
What are you going to take a plate up there?
Yeah.
I got to get the full warmth out of this, man. Let me turn my plate on.
Got to warm up tubes.
Right.
Because you guys, you haven't heard anything till I get this thing going, but I don't want to blow you away, so I played it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Jeez.
Mm.
So you guys, I don't understand how this works these days because I'm just a simple man that plays in bands that still seem to do things simple. And
I
that's
like
not
simple.
release something until you have a whole full length release.
Oh, so the reason that I play that game is I want more than anything else to put out an LP with like 8 songs on each side. But the thing about the way it is now and the fact that we can't really tour like some bands can like really tour and play like 200 shows a year is that you have to do smaller releases more frequently to stay in the know.
Yeah.
So as much as like I would love to cut like a full album, I haven't done that since my last band. It's a marketing.
So what would you
move.
call this release you have coming
This is
up
a
on the
single.
6th? It's a single.
A
Yeah,
single?
yeah.
All right.
And we
all
are
right.
going to have a physical release. I'm about to order tapes, so those are going to come out in the summer
Okay.
because they take about a 6-week turnaround. So there actually will be something to hold. So it'll be an A side and a B side.
Is it going to be an actual cassette tape or is it going to be one of those digital things
No,
that
it's
look
a-
like a tape?
Well, I was thinking a cassette, but if a digital thing that looks like a cassette would be better.
Yeah. Have you seen these?
You've told me about those.
I've
Yeah.
got one.
Yeah.
Did I ever show it to you?
No.
It's in
Mm.
Show
here
me on the
somewhere.
break if you can find it.
Somewhere in
I
here.
think
I don't
I know
know.
where it's at.
I'm soliciting feedback. I want something physical for
It's
people to
upstairs.
buy.
You need a metal vocalist?
Not for this release.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
Yeah, he's shopping to go do vocals for a metal band.
Oh,
and
that's
Because all
cool.
my
we ran
bands,
through all the Fort Worth metal bands earlier, and we're just kind of like,
gonna have to go to Austin.
or
I bet
Denton.
there's a lot of metal bands in Austin.
Because all my friends are too busy to make music with me. So
That sucks. I'm sorry.
You got to write words to the next song, and then it's ready.
They don't even have to make sense. Just write words.
Well, this one does.
Oh,
It's
why?
about Waco. So we need a song, and it's not about the Chip and Joanne Waco, which is a different cult that's down there.
but
Is
we,
it about the
we might write about
Branch
that. though.
Davidians?
Yeah,
That
the
was
whole-
some crazy shit, wasn't it?
Every song on the
Goddamn.
record's about different cults.
Oh, cool. I can't wait to hear that.
And then the thing that's awesome is I want to get through this book of music so we can go to the next genius idea that you had.
Well,
So-
I don't want to talk about that because someone will steal it.
It's funny
Yeah.
you say that because my current podcast obsessions, besides y'all, are MLM, like anti-MLM, and cult podcasts. I'm
Wow.
super into
Where's the
that right
cold
now.
podcast called?
Oh, the one I
Send me that. Send me the link, please.
it's called A Little Bit Culty. I will find it and I will. Do you have an iPhone?
Yes.
Okay, I'll send on Apple.
Okay,
That
so
would be awesome.
you have a song we're going to premiere here?
Yeah. Oh my God, you guys, I'm so
We're gonna
excited.
do it now.
Yeah,
So-
we're gonna do it now. It's called Quiet.
When I saw Quiet being
Uh-huh.
the song, but the B-side to this is Just Like Heaven, which you've been playing for a while.
Yeah.
So I thought, are these two covers? Is this a...
No, this is an original and a cover like we did last year.
Yeah,
For
I-
the last words.
I
yeah.
thought this might be the Quiet by Smashing Pumpkins, and I got all excited.
Oh no, that's a good song though.
Yeah.
This one might not be as good, but
No, it's pretty
Yeah.
good. Man, it's kind of
Thanks.
weird. Okay, so was this all recorded with the current band?
yes, correct.
There's a very Oasis feel to it at first, and then it gets all poppy and everything. It's
That's
very
cool.
good.
Wow.
I dig it.
That's a huge compliment. Thank you so much. I love Oasis. And I'm not afraid to admit it.
I'm not afraid to admit it's one of the best shows I've ever been to when they played the Bronco Bowl.
Oh, long
It was
live.
greatness.
Rest in
It was
peace, Bronco
greatness.
Bowl. That was a great show. I mean, a great thing.
So we're gonna take a break, and we're gonna pee. I'm gonna grab some things, and we're gonna play this song right now. So here we go. And let me stop this, and let me move this, and let me move this. YouTube, you're gonna have to hold on a second. Da-da-da-da.
And we're potting.
And we are
We are
potting so
podcasting.
hard. I just had to move it into
We
the
are
track. So here we
podcasting.
go. And we're gonna
And
do
we're podcasting.
so podcasting hard for YouTube. Here we go.
Getting drunk on a Wednesday afternoon, 'cause I deserve it. 'Cause it's all that I can do to keep everyone from losing their minds. And baby, runs in my direction. Getting drunk on a Wednesday afternoon, because I deserve to. Because it's all that I'm good at, and the only thing that takes away the pain. When I can't count on the rain to fall on me, I should have stayed quiet. 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 I should have stayed Getting drunk on a Wednesday afternoon. He doesn't like me. There is nothing I can do except wait for this to pass and for my words to be forgotten at long, long last. Well, I should have stayed quiet. 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 Should have stayed quiet.
timing. I am back right in the time of that. All right, and that was Big Evan coming to you live on JJTM, Radio JJTM. Yeah. What time is it? Oh, it started. Yeah. Let me stop this. We'll back up a little bit. We'll start this back up. All right. Roxy, go. Roxy. Roxy, get out here. Here now.
That's funny.
All right, let's back this up. You ready?
Yeah.
Do you still need to take one?
No, I was checking text.
All right, here we go.
Can I go TT now?
Go TT real quick.
Okay, I'm going to TT real quick then. Okay.
TT real quick. I'm going to move this chat down to here so I can see it.
Mix them.
Restore the chat here. Yeah, I don't even know if that company's still in business.
It looks like
Hopefully they are.
it says sign up for your early access invite.
How many X's is it?
2.
Mixtape. Digital and analog music player. Here's a see-through one. It was a Kickstarter thing.
Yeah, that's kind of disappointing because I was gonna hopefully order some of those.
Weird.
Oh well, it's gonna be regular cassette tapes with one of those cardboard sleeves like you used to get at Sam Goody.
Yay.
Those are cool.
Those are cool.
They are, yeah. All right, you ready? You ready now, Chief?
I'm good.
All right, here we go.
I'm done TT.
All right, that was Quiet by Big Heaven on Radio JJTM. It's about as far as I go with that.
That's pretty good.
It's very East Texas DJ-ish, like
Very
back in the
East Texas.
back in the 80s.
All right, so one thing I went and got,
College radio-ish.
I went and
Oh,
got
yes.
during the
Is your lightsaber
during the
sheath?
song. This is the first one. This is the second one I bought, and it comes in these cool cases. They're limited edition. They're numbered. All this. This is. Did you ever play Fallen Order?
Mm-mm. No.
Jedi Fallen Order on Xbox?
It's free now.
Yeah,
I
you
think.
need to.
Yeah. Is
It's
it good?
great. I'm replaying it now. Well,
I'll
this
have to
is
check it out.
Cal.
I'm in the middle of a season, though.
Cal Kales's
F1 series season.
lightsaber. Now,
Let me
it's
see
got
this.
the hilt here. I got to make some adjustments. It comes with a little screw-on adapter here where you can put 2 of these together.
Oh, you can do the
So you can do a double lightsaber.
yeah, like Darth Maul.
So
Look at that, man.
inside
see
the
it.
box,
Send it over here.
underneath. Hold on, I gotta adjust it.
Can you light your weed with it?
You can't light your weed with it. Let me take this little
Damn it.
coupler off.
Well, we're out. We're leaving.
You're out.
We're gonna go play with Roxy now.
They give you the other coupler so it looks like it does in the game because he got in a fight with a one of the sisters, the 7th sisters,
Oh, yeah, one of the witches.
and it
Is he-
destroyed the bottom end of his lightsaber. So as you're looking at it, there it is.
That's pretty gnarly, man.
And the
Oh, that
blade,
is cool.
so the blade goes in and connects, and these are dedicated and will only be the color
Light it
on
up.
the side. I can't. I don't have the blade.
Oh, it's not a real one.
No.
Oh, okay.
So when it gets here,
You
it
keep
should
it
be.
then.
It's either blue or green.
Don't point it at your face, man.
Never look down the barrel.
Right. Especially if a lightsaber.
Now the one I made,
Yeah.
has a.
Can't use that light.
you can unscrew the middle and pop it open and change the crystals out to change the color of the blade. And it relies on those crystals, which I think are all RFID chips.
This is really heavy.
It looks heavy.
When you put both of them together, it's 8 pounds with the blades. They don't fuck around, no. They don't.
Can I get some audio off it?
Not yet. Not till the blade's here.
They won't do it until
It
then?
won't do anything until that blade's there. Because it's got an RFID chip. Did you want to touch my lightsaber?
I'll touch your lifesaver. Lifesaver, what? Whoa, it is heavy.
Yeah.
That's cool.
That is cool.
Wait, make it
My
look-
brother-in-law bought Vader's original
So-
lightsaber.
Does something hook into here? Is that how it
Yeah.
works?
The blade goes in and turns, and when it does,
Where's the blade?
it's with my mom.
Ah, that's
It's at my
probably
mom.
a good idea.
Stuck in transport.
Yeah.
It's stuck in transport with my mom, but
But is it an LED? The blade?
Yeah.
I guess so, yeah.
That's
But
pretty cool.
next week on the show, I'll just be sitting over here with 2 of them or 3 of them because
The
I have
whole
my
show?
Mace Windu one in the house. But
That's going to be it, huh?
That's gonna
The
be
whole
it.
show?
That's gonna be it. The other thing I meant to tell you about Disney real quick. This is your gift. So this is why I asked if you had a beer. So I went to get.
Would you like a beer, Mandy? I could open her one or you one.
I would like one too
Sure.
because it depends on what you don't pick here.
What
Why
I
not?
don't pick or what I do pick?
What you don't pick is what I'll use.
Oh, okay.
So I went to Epcot, right? And I'm in Germany, and I'm running around little German land. And I send you a picture of a bunch of these badass
The
steins on
steins?
the wall. And I'm
Mhm.
like, I found us some steins. They were expensive as shit, and I didn't want to be responsible for getting them home.
Yeah.
Yeah. They'd
I
be
was
stuck in
scared.
transport.
They would probably still be stuck in transport. But I turned around, and on this little table they have in the middle of the room, they have these little Stein toppers for your bottled beer.
Ah,
that's
nice.
Fun. I love it.
Cool. Let me see this.
So the first one I saw was this one. And I was like, yes, we need those.
Well, it's German.
Yeah, show it
Yeah.
to the camera. It says Germany. And then I was like, I immediately grabbed it and was like, yeah, buy these. Well, the guy
It's pretty
goes,
cool.
if you go in the room over there, there's another one.
Yeah.
And this is the way Disney World works, right? You can't just buy something. There's no one mega store for everything. Even the downtown Disney store doesn't have everything.
Yeah. They want you to go as many places as you can.
Yeah, to shop and find.
Yeah.
And then you'll be on the hunt for these certain things because only certain stores will have this one certain thing.
Mhm.
So he goes, go in the other German store. And I did.
The other German store.
And
Yeah,
there
but
was
it's
this one,
Scary. Yeah, let me see that
the
one.
little German helmet.
So, yeah, I like the helmet.
Oh, I like that one
Yeah.
too. That's cool.
Yeah.
Then
Oh, there's another one.
the guy in that store goes, oh, you got those too? He goes, wait till you get to Norway. And I'm like, what's in Norway? And he goes, go in the Viking shop in the back of Norway. And I'm like, okay.
They have a Greenland? The Greenlanders?
Nobody lives
Do they have
there.
a?
They're in, this is Norway. And I'm like, okay, I'll go in there. And they had this one.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
A winged helmet.
Yeah, that's the one I want.
I knew it. I knew it.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
So pop it on your beer. I want to see this
Here,
thing
let me
work.
see
I've
your
been
other
waiting
ones.
like a week to
You
see
want
how
that
one of
one?
these damn
Yeah,
thing
and then I'll
work.
get y'all one.
Yeah.
Oh, here's the.
Is
There
that
you go.
so your beer doesn't get flies?
I guess so. Or it's just so you have. They were calling it a poor man's Stein, and I laughed. I was
Poor
like,
man's Stein. Yeah.
it's a poor man's Stein.
I'll take the Deutschland.
Okay. Hey, pass me a beer so I can partake.
Here.
It's awesome.
Oh, wait, that's empty.
That's awesome. Yeah, give us a beer.
It
Give
sets
us
right
all
up
beer.
against your nose. That's amazing.
Thought you're supposed to do it to the side.
That's pretty great though.
Well, we got a bottle of Coors Light.
No, hey, up there in the top, in that can, in that glass, up there, is a beer I'm supposed to test out for a buddy of mine
There
at
you go.
work.
It's frozen in.
Oh.
Okay, give me one of the other ones. I'll go Miller Lite. We'll just go Miller Lite. That's fine.
It's about time to restock. There you go.
Make sure that thing shuts too. It's not shutting all the way. Shit's wet.
All right, so it goes on like a.
Yeah, it goes on here. Like we're watching. Goes on.
We should go to a bar now and take these and see what people
Yeah.
do.
I
They're like, what the
No,
hell?
I'm going to.
Yeah, we need to.
I'm going to. Any place that serves a bottle, I'm gonna be
Go
like,
to what's the closest bar to here? We go to Sparks.
Wait, mine is only like it's not.
it doesn't close all the way.
No, it doesn't open all the way. Did I put it on right?
Push it down a little bit.
Oh, maybe. Maybe it needs to be down on the neck a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh wait, there
Had
we
to
go.
do mine down on the neck.
Yeah, I didn't want to break
there it
mine,
goes.
so I kept it right here
Dun-dun-dun.
at the top.
Right, exactly. That's fun.
Pretty cool.
Huh.
I like it.
Let's see if I like
There you
it.
go.
It's pretty
Okay,
cool.
wait a second.
I just don't want to poke my eyes out with the Viking horns.
Do it sideways.
Yeah, the sideways is
Mm-hmm. Like a Stein, you're supposed to open it sideways.
Oh, right, that makes sense. Of
Yeah.
course, yeah.
The poor man's Stein.
Fun.
Yes, this is a must.
Huh.
At the bars now, this is a must.
Yeah.
It'll be
sure.
good times. Good
so
times.
how many
So there you
little
go.
Germany stores did you have to go to for that? Was that just one store?
2 and then 1. I had to go to Norway. And the thing that sucked is in the store that was right beside it was the frozen store,
Which you found out you might be related to Uhtred.
which
by the
is
way.
weird. My mom just drops a bomb as we're going through Norway. She's like, "Oh yeah, when I did, 32andMe, we're looking and
Which
we're
means
going
China
back. And we're
owns you
China
now.
back." Yeah, they know who I am.
Yes. It's okay.
If
man.
China would like to support this podcast again, but they
I would sign up right now with the CCP immediately.
after all the
I would
things
just
you
sell
said,
out
I don't know,
immediately.
just sell out.
I love China. They're good guys.
It she goes, when I was doing all this 32andMe stuff, I realized that before that side of my family, her side of the family went to like migrated into Ireland and all that, that it's all Nordic background.
Oh, that's awesome.
And I was like, "What?" And she's like, "Oh yeah, you
What's
should
the
get that
name of
'cause you're
that side
all
of the
like-"
family?
Well, it's MacB, which
MacB?
is
Yeah. So it's-
Irish, but the guys that
Came
from
Ireland.
into Ireland
Mhm.
were Norwegian. So I have some black
It's
metal in
funny
me
if you.
too.
It's funny. Most Caucasians, it all kind of dwindles down to that. Either that or Russia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So yeah, I was like, neat. And then as I had my hair braided, walking around Disney World and
yeah.
kept calling for Uhtred,
I am Uhtred, son of Uhtred.
I went into the
I like my version, which I guess is getting deleted because that was the joke of the night with Susie. I'm Butrid, the 7th generation of the 7th generation of Uhtred, but I'm from Texas and I don't even really have an accent. It's just me.
we'll have to pull that one off
Yeah.
off the show.
I said it like 3 times.
That
Every
one
time I
needs
said
to
it was
be a-
Uhtred.
I
That
am
one needs to be a
Uhtred,
sting or
son
something.
Of, I am
Yeah.
7 generations down from
I
the
am
Uhtred of 7
Uhtred.
generations, and I don't even really have an accent. I'm from Texas.
So can I ask a question?
Of
It
course.
depends on what it is.
This is a question I've been waiting 2 weeks to ask.
What?
Why is everybody pissed at Elon Musk?
I don't know, man. I'm confused because I just watched the documentary.
The
and-
documentary.
Did you watch it?
I'm halfway through it.
There's
I
a
got to where they
documentary?
Oh,
where,
it's so good.
Where
oh,
is it?
where they
It's on
dock.
Netflix.
Okay.
I've made it to where
You
they
have?
dock. The
Okay.
dragon dock. So
Yeah.
okay, he's
Just the intensity of them getting up, though. Like,
oh my god.
dude, I like him now. I'm not scared of him anymore. I thought he was an alien.
You can totally tell he's Spectrum
Yeah, oh yeah, for sure.
for sure.
Yeah, he
for sure.
definitely
This really
is.
shows it. But
But he's emotional too.
yeah, he is emotional. And then so he was gonna buy Twitter. Then they were gonna put this poison bomb in or poison pill in.
Or we're moving off the documentary right
Yeah.
now. Okay.
And then all of a sudden he's back buying Twitter. And then he bought Twitter and it's done. And everybody's freaking out.
He didn't withdraw his offer. Didn't I
don't
hear
know.
that?
Maybe he did.
I've been following it, but
But like
Yeah.
everybody's freaking out. I'm like, why? And everybody's like, he's gonna turn into a cesspool. It's like, have you been on Twitter lately? It's already a
Right.
cesspool. It's already a piece of
Yeah,
shit.
it's the
And it's-
mentally. It's where people go to. Like I go on there specifically to piss people off.
And it's full of
That's all I want to do. Like,
bots.
you know what? I'm having a bad day, so I'm going to
And
go
it's-
make someone else's day bad too. So
And that was one of his big things for buying it
it's
was
like
bots. I was
internet driving,
it kind of is.
you know?
like, it just cracked me up that everybody that's screaming
Rage tweeting.
he
Yeah.
shouldn't be buying this. He can't buy this. He's gonna turn into this and blah blah blah.
Oh
And he's-
yeah.
And they're all driving around Teslas. Like
Well, and
everybody
they're
Right, I
bitching
know.
about
And
it.
also,
is
where do
driving
you buy
around
your
Teslas.
groceries from? Amazon.
Mm,
Well, Bezos is a millionaire, a billionaire too.
how do you pay for a lot of stuff? PayPal.
PayPal. Well,
Oh,
that's
how Elon
yeah.
got all his
Yeah,
money.
see?
So,
There's so many walking contradictions right now. It's like, And now you got this new thing today. That's the thing.
We should
It's
go
like-
to Mars and we should explore space.
Yeah.
But fuck the same guy that's trying to buy
I'm like
Twitter.
now. So do I take my Ukraine flag off my profile and throw it in the trash now and put up a different one now this week because it just flips. It's constant. It's constant. We're pissed
Right.
off about something.
Right.
Everybody's
I think
pissed
that's
about
just
something.
the cycle. We're supposed to be just constantly pissed off. And I'll tell
Yeah.
you
Yeah,
what,
of course.
going to a theme
I just
park,
bought my damn Ukraine flag, guys.
going to
Now
a
what do I do
theme
with
park
it?
for a week. I got on Facebook and I got on
Like twice.
Instagram, but I did not get on Reddit. I did not get on Twitter.
Good.
And it felt so good. It was just nice to not know. Like I didn't even know we were
It's
on
a
the
mental
verge
condition.
of an economic collapse.
Well,
Till
you've known
Sunday.
that actually for the last 6 months. But,
Well, yeah, but I mean, they said that this week it's going down. Like,
well, it's
the
because
bubble's gonna pop.
that last announcement, and then the Fed is squeezing money too right now.
Mhm.
So
That it's going to force everything to pop.
So yeah, it's gonna get shit in the next few months. But we're not gonna talk about that. We're gonna
No.
talk about
No.
Disney World and fun, grooming
But
and stuff.
yeah. But seriously, I don't get it. Like everybody was posting all this hate stuff, and I was like, I know 5 people on my feed that were just ranting and going nuts on
About
Elon Musk.
He's cool.
They all own Teslas.
Literally.
Yeah,
Literally, they
I-
all own
yeah.
Teslas. And I'm like, explain to me.
it shows the disconnect of
well, he doesn't know
critical
anything
thinking.
about
like
social
no one,
Yeah.
media. Well, neither do
no
you,
one- no-
motherfucker. You don't know shit about
It's
social
because
media.
people
Shut
don't
up.
understand critical thinking and reading and actually doing some real investigations. And They just see headlines
Yeah.
in their Twitter feed or Facebook feed and then just react.
Well,
Like,
and that's the thing.
A couple
is-
of weeks ago, a couple of weeks ago, I had a girl that freaked out about we were just talking about it, Waco. And I was like, what the fuck what is wrong with you? All you're doing is you're not even there's nothing you're not looking into anything that you're saying. All you're doing is being mean.
That turned into 2 days of chaos and DMs for me.
Oh God. About the Branch Davidian thing 30 years ago?
Yeah. Yeah. That's the thing that's so annoying right now is people look at headlines and they don't do any investigating
Right.
themselves. They don't do any critical thinking. All they do is jump on the bandwagon.
Or
That's
they
all
don't
they
Well,
do.
and that's
or
what-
they
it's all
don't read the
groupthink.
bill.
So the crazy thing
That
is
bam.
Or they
That's
don't
the-
watch
they
the
don't
original
There you go.
video.
That's
The
right.
Twitter
they don't,
thing.
They don't look at context.
The Twitter thing.
gotta
What was
read,
going
guys.
nuts on that was with Elon Musk was, you got Apple News on your phone and it puts up headlines for whatever you follow, and I follow a bunch of the tech blogs and stuff. So stuff was popping up, and all of them were negative about it. And I was like, well, this
Yeah.
is just bait for people to grab and link.
Right.
Well, that's old news because now we got the Roe versus Wade thing going, which
Which is a
It's
leaked
just-
opinion. It's a draft.
yeah, they're freaking out over a draft. But here's the other thing.
It could still happen though.
Well, here's the other thing is
It's fucking scary.
it is very scary, and also the thing that's weird is like if you listen to both sides of the argument of people that have actually put in thought and have a decent argument, both sides of this whole Roe versus Wade thing and abortion and all thing makes sense. You can understand. You're empathetic to both sides, is what I'm
Right.
saying. I'm pro-choice. I've always been pro-choice. I've never thought it was
Well,
my place.
Here's the
to-
way you're saying empathetic.
Yeah.
The
Em-
way to look at it
empathy
is
is-
like the way we were. I was talking about it with some guys at work today about how everything went down. There's a way you can feel morally about it,
Mhm.
and then there's a way you can feel politically about it to where it's just completely
think-
wrong politically.
Right.
Right.
If you
You
stay
can be
empathetic-
raised with morals to where you should be like, well, it's not.
Well, the
it's
two
not cool
last
unless
women.
there's issues or there's something going on.
So
Not
the last two-
pro-choice way.
The last two women that I've been in a serious relationship with, like long term and stuff, they've been pro life, and I respect. I completely understand where they're coming from, and they have a good argument, and I listen to it, and we just kind of moved on, and that's the same thing. That's the problem is no one is listening to each other. They're just
No.
like, my side's right,
Right.
That's the problem.
and
And
that-
here's my question, and this is something that
same with the Elon though is what I'm saying. It's like it all goes back to the same thing. It's like just do your own thinking and don't do the group think, the echo chamber thing, and make your own opinion, because you're embarrassing yourself when you send a hate text about Elon Musk, but you're driving a Tesla. You know,
The optics are not good.
you're stoked because we're about to go to Mars. We're about to go to Earth. You're all about that. But
You're go-
fuck Elon.
yeah.
He's a white supremacist, which he's not, he's a conservative, which he is not. He's not a conservative
You
at
need to-
all.
Yeah, watch this documentary.
I feel like with that amount of money, like that's so beyond.
Yeah, we don't even
political
understand
parties.
it. It really is.
You know.
Now I had some people that said that
he is a
though.
globalist,
He is.
and he did
That's what I'm
graduate from that
saying.
globalist
So,
university.
This
Yeah.
is the thing. This is the thing. One
Yeah.
guy this week I posted something about that documentary, and one Spencer was like, "Hey, it's just scary to me," and it is. It is scary that there's guys that have that much money that they can just buy
hold
something
on.
that they see.
In the documentary, it does say he had enough money to do 2 launches, and if they did not succeed off those 2
He was-
launches,
he was
he was
broke.
broke. And he got to a point to where they had
almost had a mental
no
breakdown.
money, and it says in there he did
like,
have
you
a
know-
mental breakdown.
Oh yeah.
That he had a mental breakdown because he was out of money and was still trying to get this going because he was trying to push NASA
Yeah.
because of what
Well,
the
he's trying to
government
prove
did.
to NASA too.
And
At
he's
the
trying
same
to prove
time,
to
hey,
NASA, and he's trying to push them to get them to
meet him there.
Yeah.
innovate
Yeah.
and to explore
Yeah.
again because of what the government, Obama,
Right.
did to NASA.
See
And there's
That-
no ifs, ands, or
that
buts.
one scene-
Obama fucked
that
up
scene
NASA.
after they go over that his financials or not his financials, his where he was at with SpaceX. How intense was that when they're watching the launch and it's like that 2 minutes of a straight take and he's just kind of pacing around and you can tell the man
Now,
is
is
not
that the
playing
one?
around.
Is that the one where the warnings go off?
No, no, that was the lightning one, right?
Yeah, that
When
one
he was trying to
tense
convince
too
him.
because that was them on the launch pad fixing
And
to
he was
go.
trying to convince him that I just don't think it's that bad to stop. But no, I'm talking about the one that goes up, and when he says the thank fucking God,
Yeah.
he's like, oh, I'm sorry, but thank.
Yeah, because it had to,
You
the,
could tell
it hit
that
the
was
second
sincere.
stage.
It wasn't
That
just
was a
some
test
play
rocket.
money to him. He was actually very invested. The other part of the documentary that I really liked was when he gets choked up, which is weird when you see a guy like Elon Musk so calculated because he thinks about everything he says. It seems like
Mhm.
you ask him a question, he processes it, and then he'll give you his answer. It's not like me; they're just tits. Like you know what I mean? He actually thinks it out and has something logical and well thought that he says.
Mhm.
And it's when they ask him about the getting them back and the
He
talks
freaks out.
that he wants to have with his
Because
families and stuff. And
the,
it
the
hits him.
one
He's like,
lady,
"Oh,
that's
man,"
the part I was at.
because I
the,
can't answer this.
The one lady in the interview,
Chokes
post
him up.
launch, goes, you've promised these families and their kids that their dads would come back,
Is it-
and
How confident are
how
you? or something
confident
like
are
that.
you that they'll make it back? This is the first launch.
tries
when,
to
when
answer
Doug
it.
and Bob went up, and he's trying to answer him. He's like, I
mean
I
Dustin
can't.
and
I'm
Matt?
getting shook up. Yeah. If you listen to the podcast episode, Dustin and Matt went up.
Well, we still have that show card. You need to
We
use
still
that.
have the intro, too.
Except instead of Brian on this one, we'll put her in there.
Mandy on it. So, back to Roe versus Wade, real quick, and that leak.
We're done with Elon.
It's kind of we were bouncing back and forth. I just had
People
the question
being
about
mad.
Twitter and people
Yeah,
getting
just
mad,
people
yeah.
being
The
mad.
general mood, if you keep people,
Everybody wants to burn something down right now.
Yeah, I think so. I think
You
we should
know, I
let's
grew up
burn
in the
the
country,
churches.
and a bonfire
That would be
is
good.
cleansing.
We should do a bonfire right
you
now.
know,
Fun.
go to the range. Oh, we can't because we got to be anti-gun. Go to the range. It feels good.
Go
I-
do some
Firing off some
jujitsu.
rounds.
That's a
I
form
like
of
shooting.
Yeah,
Yeah,
masculinity.
it's
shooting
fun.
toxic
feels good.
masculinity. I'm not gonna go do any jujitsu.
I need to go get
Well,
my.
Go shoot a bow and arrow. No, you can't do that because this group here doesn't like bow and arrows because
Will
they're
has
used to
this-
kill animals.
A couple of revolvers that are so fun. I don't know anything about them except they're giant and silver. I think they're Colt copies. Is that a thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably.
There's two. He bought two of them.
Yeah.
He was like, just try it. Just try it. I was like,
When I
it's like
become
so
a billionaire,
mechanical.
when I become
good shoot.
Elon Musk Part 2, the Watauga version,
Watauga Musk.
Arlington version, I guess I
Arlington
should say
version.
now.
You should be the Arlington version.
I'm going to get a
Mid-Cities
bazooka.
Musk.
And when I get mad at Twitter, I'm just gonna go take my bazooka out and pop off a few rounds.
Did y'all ever see like the next to last episode of The Office and Dwight gets to shoot a bazooka for his?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It
isn't
was
that the best
awesome.
thing
Yeah.
ever? Yeah. I love that scene. Anyway.
Freaking Dwight. Did you see when Adam Jones dressed up as him
No.
at a Tool show?
Yeah, it was awesome.
It looks just like. I'll show you after the show.
Okay.
It's amazing. It
Did
messes
you
with your
see-
head.
Did you see what Maynard did to Danny Carey
No. What do you do?
during the drum solo when he's
Oh
rolling
yeah,
around?
I did see that.
He reaches back
Under
for
him?
the gong,
Yeah,
the
reaches under him.
bang, and he Maynard slides a dildo. up
Dildo.
there,
Yeah.
and he reaches down to grab it, and he's like drumming and hits it and then throws it. It's like Yeah, bam. Yeah, he's like, bam.
That's wrong.
It was pretty awesome. It was a great video. All right, Roe versus Wade. Back to that, because
Yes.
I have several
Yes.
opinions,
Oh,
and I
there's a
want to see what you
beetle.
guys think.
Hey, Beetle. Junebug.
Would you like to know, Dustin?
Well, first off, the right. They're all freaked out and they're all
Yes.
pissed off, and they're like, this is.
What are they mad
This
about? They
is
just got-
murder. This is
Oh.
blah blah. You're murdering children. Blah blah blah.
Continue.
And you're,
Yes, yes,
when
continue.
conception is whatever. I see what you're doing over there.
Continue.
You're offending our guest.
Please continue.
I'm fascinated by it.
This is our door handle.
Yeah, what's the door handle for the fridge?
But now, continue, Dustin.
Okay. Well, most of the right are like deeply religious, right? Like
I don't know.
conservative, you'd think they'd be super religious. They believe in God, and they were all raised in this faith.
How many of the right are like, like financial right or like monetary? Thank you. That's the word.
But
conservative.
most of the time, when you think of a conservative, you think that they're very religious and very
Yeah, or at least
deep dug in.
culturally religious enough to like make a thing of it.
I think the
Yeah.
biggest religious group against abortion though are the Catholics though. They're
Okay,
the
so
ones that
say
are really good
let's-
at birth. They
let's
don't
say
like
it's
it.
the
They don't even
Catholics.
let you wear
Sure.
rubber, I think.
No, let's say it's the Catholics. Okay, let's just take the Catholics for example.
Sure.
If you have faith in your God
Yes, I
and
am
faith in your faith,
Mm-hmm.
then you shouldn't have to worry about what someone else is doing with their body, and you
Right.
shouldn't have to worry about your children, your
Right.
family, your kids. If you've raised them right, you shouldn't have to worry about them running off and getting abortions, right? You should have faith in your God to protect you and to be part of what you do, and not the government putting out rules.
Right.
Mhm.
Right.
Correct?
I read a tweet that was if your God is so weak that you need the government to enforce your God, then that's not a God I want to worship. It wasn't that exactly, but it was
Yeah.
like, whoa, like
But then
if
again,
if your God needs government backing,
why do we have the government stepping in this place anyway? Period.
right.
Done.
I don't know.
That's just it.
If you don't want an
Pro-
abortion,
I
don't
think-
have one.
Well, the thing is this: it's where
Pro or against?
where this comes up with politics and government is funding, federal funding. That's the thing a lot of people don't understand about Roe versus Wade too. It doesn't make abortions illegal. It passes it down to the states to make the decision.
Yeah.
So what I want
So-
to know is what do the states have? What motivating factor do they have to outlaw it other than politics?
It's
Other
that-
than
that-
keeping
do you
their
want to know?
party
Do
in
you know what's
power.
being talked
You know what
about?
my personal opinion is this. This is the hardest thing to tell people that are religious and conservative. It's a hard conversation, but it's a realistic one. Our country was set up. The one error that our country made when it was being set up, I think personally. Now, I know a lot of people disagree with this, and I'm probably going to get some nasty emails from the conservos and the religios, is they based it off of religion. And that's the problem. You can't have a society like we have and have religious undercurrents over the whole thing.
Well, you've already started trying to
And
cut
so,
religion out of everything
That's
anyway.
that's what I'm saying.
through
This
the
is
years.
I think that's what this is really about. It's a growth that our country needs to go through, and we have to break up with religion and government. We have to separate the two.
Like actually,
Yes, like actually.
yeah.
Hey, I know you do not feel that abortion is something that people should do, but hey, it's not so black and white.
Right.
You can't make blanket statements about every situation because your God said this. That's not right to everyone else. And that's the problem right now is our country has this big division, and it's kind of like growing pains in a way. And if this is really going to happen, if this Roe versus Wade thing's really going to stop this stupid debate from coming back, and I say stupid
No, I
just
know
because
what
I'm
you mean.
annoyed with
Right,
it.
right.
To put it to rest,
It's like
then let's just
again?
go ahead and do it and get it over with and let people live with it a little bit, and then they'll realize, oh, this is not so bad because now, either way,
Right.
if Roe versus Wade gets ousted, then it's just you're gonna probably have to go to a different state, which sucks for people that are low income, and then if they decide that they're not gonna do anything with it, which I think that's what they should do, is just leave it the fuck alone.
They
Don't
really
do
should.
anything.
Yeah.
But
well, if the agreement is that it comes down to states, it should be down to the states anyway.
well, the
right?
problem is with the low income people, though. How
Yeah.
you can't ask them to fly to California to go have an abortion, but there are already insurance companies and companies that are talking about, well, you know what we're going to do for our employees? We're going to fly them out of I think Bezos, Amazon already said We're going to start looking at plans for people that live in these target law states like Texas,
Mississippi.
and we're gonna pay for you to go to California.
Like
to get them
basically
done.
the whole deep south.
Yeah, sorry, Dustin.
really.
Go ahead.
So there's two things. I have two aspects on this I want to throw around because one of them that's being tossed around the internet right now by a lot of people is that the reason this is up for debate is because of the first one is kind of a conspiracy. The second one is I feel more true, but the first one is that there's a lot of things inside Roe versus Wade. There's
Okay.
a lot of, like with every bill, everything that gets passed, every judgment that gets passed,
Mhm.
there's a bunch of things that are tucked in there. And one of them is that, okay, so a government, as it says here, a government that can deny you an abortion can force you to get an abortion. And a government that
Look at
can
China.
deny you an abortion can
Yeah.
force you to get sterilized.
Right.
Look at China.
Right. That happens in China. Like full
Yeah.
term
Yeah.
women that
So-
have a wanted baby and they have like the documentation for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then these people that are supposed to have abortion quotas will just
Yeah.
go in and like
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's very
So-
scary.
Yeah. Remember when they
Yeah.
were killing the? Was it females they were killing a while
Yeah,
back, or was
yeah.
it males?
No, females
What's
because they
your
wanted
Females,
sons.
they wanted all sons.
What's your
Yeah.
second though? Because I have a
Right.
feeling it might be
I gotta
mine.
finish my first.
Yeah, sorry.
So finishing up the first is there's also talk in there about a government not being able to force injections on its people. And that with what we just went
vaccine.
through with vaccines and everything, they weren't forced except at a private level, whether you're
well, if you worked for the federal government though.
yeah, you
if
had to
you're
get
an
it.
Unless you're in
employee.
Federal
Congress
employee.
or a senator, like
Yeah.
you're
Yeah.
you're exempt then,
So
which is very weird. How come we haven't got an answer to why that happened? By the way,
So there's talk that that's one of the reasons they're trying to get this overturned. That if we ever have to go through that again, the government can just force people and line them up, and
now what's your number two? Because I bet your
That
number
sounds
two
a
is
little
my.
conspiratorial
one.
to
that's
me.
that's why I said it's on the
But-
conspiracy side.
Look at what's
but
happened in the last
that's
5
covered
years.
in
though.
there.
It
Yeah.
follows that thread.
It follows
Yeah.
that thread, and we're already being told by Bill Gates that we're going to have
Germ
our
teams
next pandemic is right around the corner.
That's
Oh,
why he's
wonderful.
developing germ teams.
So whatever
Germ
he's cooking up
teams.
in his lab,
He's called them that.
Yeah, it's going to be a team of $1 billion financed groups that go around to where they think there's going to be a pandemic that starts to flare up to go take care of it, right, nip it in the bud, kind of.
He's going to
Yeah.
finance that.
No, he's going to have us do it. Is what's.
Oh, right,
Yeah.
right. Yeah.
What's your number
It's-
two though? Because I'm interested.
my
in this.
number
If it's number
two-
two is what mine is. I think we're on to it.
my number two is with the timing of this and when it's come out and how it just kind of sort of came out of nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
It's a very interesting point to try to throw out there during midterms to try to get
Bam.
Yep.
votes.
Bam.
And, try to
And
get
pack the
things.
court.
And for something like
a maneuver
this,
for them to pack the
something
court.
like this to get leaked in the way it did is very, very, very odd.
I actually read a tweet that says that it was leaked strategically, but not by the left, by the right, because when you put it out there and say like this is already a draft that these 5 people are agreeing to, what this theory was
Well, it was
that
all written up by the right, right?
right, but it's a draft, right?
Yeah,
So they
it's
can
a
still
draft.
change their minds. But they
Yeah.
were saying this person was saying that by leaking it, that was making it more official and making it less likely that any of those 5 would change their vote.
What's interesting is the right, the majority of the right, as I've watched things through the day and kind of read through things, like they're not really concerned about it being changed.
They want
They're
to know
more
how it happened.
who leaked it, and
Yeah.
they want the feds to come in.
Because
I'm
it
like,
sounds like something that Democrats would do. It sounds like a power play
No,
that
but that's what I'm
Democrats would
saying.
do.
That this particular tweet was like it looks like that, but it might actually be conservative
opposite?
because what it does is really actually serves.
But see, what
Yeah.
you've
Right.
also done though, I don't
don't
see
know.
why a conservative would do it because, like, the approval rating is tanking amongst Democrats too right now.
Right.
Like they're at an all-time low. About like it's obvious the midterms are going to be a red tsunami for lack
well,
of a
they
better
have
term.
completely
So-
lost the Latin American, the
so
Latin vote.
so
Yeah.
so
Latin
when you
American
do
vote is
this,
gone.
so think about it. When you do this, when you throw this out there, and the message right behind it is you better register to vote and vote now. But it's like
Right.
their last ditch effort.
Right.
But mine is this. My theory is this, and I thought you were going to go down this path. Is I agree that it's there. I think it's the Democrats have done this,
Okay.
and the reason being is one, they have a history of doing sneaky shit like this all the time.
Well, that's true.
So do Republicans, but Democrats seem to be more devious and use the public as collateral in their and like look at what they did with BLM. They hijacked BLM and just
Absolutely.
took it under their wing and just went with it.
Yeah.
They do it on every hot button.
Yeah, the
there is.
conservatives just kill everyone. So
So
They're just more
so
direct.
here's
Just
what I
more
think.
direct.
Here's what I think. I think this is it's a two-pronged deal. And Democrats know it's genius to do it, or the last-ditch effort to do it. And one is to call to arms, hey, we're about to get our ass handed to us. Get voting, because conservatives are about to take over everything. And then secondly, I think it's a ploy, and this is the most dangerous one, to pack the Supreme Court. If they pack the Supreme Court, which they still have two major cogs, which is that Arizona, the dude and the Arizona lady that's Democrats that always ends up voting
Is that
on the
Kristen Sinema?
Sinema, and what's the dude's name?
I don't remember.
Anyway, they're still two major cogs, but they can get paid off if you think about it. That's the end of the U.S. If the Supreme Court gets to where whoever's
It's
in
not
power
balanced.
it's not balanced, and you can just pack it whoever's in power, then basically you have no separation between the executive branch, the legislative branch, and the legal branch.
Right.
And so basically you've just turned yourself into a communist country at that point.
well,
That's the most dangerous one, and unfortunately, I think that's the most likely one. Is they're trying to pack the court.
well, if we go back to the midterm thought and trying to get votes just on that aspect, and we rewind to what you said about like the Catholic people.
Mhm.
Well, if the Democrats have lost the entire like Latin vote, they say it's gone.
Mm-hmm.
This would be a chance to try to get some of them back, since they believe in.
They don't believe in abortion, so that would not do that.
Yeah, they're trying
It
to
would-
get the votes to try to fight back. They don't believe in abortion.
Right.
Yeah, Democrats are trying
Yeah.
to get.
Sorry,
Wait.
I got caught up.
Hang on, you're gonna have to re-explain that to me, because I'm not following what you're saying. Say it again. If the Democrats because the Democrats want the Hispanic vote back, so why would they make a fuss about Roe versus Wade being ex-nate?
Oh yeah, I'm confused. Never mind. Fuck me.
And that's kind of there is.
I'm on drugs.
Well, you've been on vacation. You've been groomed.
No, that wasn't what I was thinking. That wasn't the way I was.
But
thinking.
anyway,
But yeah, I get what you're saying.
I think honestly, I think
just
it's
went down the wrong path.
I want to
Delete that
read
part of
what
the
you're
show.
talking about though. If
I'm
you
gonna
can
find
find
it.
that, because I want to see
Yeah.
what the because that would
like-
be interesting to see if it came out that it's a Republican
It was a theory.
or
in
not a Republican, a conservative
Yeah.
judge's clerk that
Yeah.
did it.
That's
gonna
what
be
they're
really
saying,
funny.
and
It was
that's
a
what's
really
weird.
interesting theory.
Here's
Well,
another
and
thing.
That's
Okay,
what they keep. That's
so,
what everything is pointing to.
have you
Is
thought
to this
about this?
clerk that's on their side. So that would make
So,
complete sense.
check this
Right.
out. Let me ask you this too. Now, I know people are passionate about things, right? Especially abortion. But they say that there was over like 2,000 people that immediately showed up with signs already made, pre-made. The signs,
Pre-printed.
pre-printed, drums, everything. Like 20 minutes after this came out from Politico, you had protesters. That's why I'm saying this is all pointing towards
Oh, that's
the
interesting.
libs.
Yeah, because like it came out last night while we were at
Yeah.
Gojira is when it came out. When we
Yeah.
were at Deftones Gojira, it came out, and it like we were talking about it over there at the
Hold on, I
at the
sent y'all the
photographer's
wrong thing.
table. Like, what the hell? What's going on?
Which-
you know?
Yeah.
And like
Second one.
the phone started blowing up and everything, and then it was like, you're right. Like there were already people out there protesting, and then you start. One of the things I have learned over the years is look at the signs. If there are pre-printed signs ready to go,
Yeah.
someone's behind it, and most of the time,
But just the
it
amount of
was-
people, too.
Washington is a small town. You know, like this was all right. They were protesting the Supreme Court building.
But you can't pre-print signs in 20 minutes.
That's what I'm saying. Like this was a plan.
That's what,
That's what
yeah.
you're saying.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
that's
a
what I'm
planned
saying.
thing. Like
So they-
a lot of times you see that, and on those pre-made signs,
Right.
it'll be like brought
Was
to you
it-
by the George Soros group.
Right. Was it very specific to this specific thing,
Yeah.
or could it have been like a pre-made?
No, these were what I
General
saw, what I was looking at on
pro-choice.
Reddit last night was
Yeah.
all like it was mainly pro-choice people that were out to
You had a bunch of hand-drawn signs, but in there was a bunch of mixed up of already pre-made.
Right.
And
Pre-printed. Yeah.
you don't have that many people holding on to pre-printed signs from other protests. Like You've been
Right.
to protest
And
downtown.
also,
Mhm.
well,
How
just
many signs have you held on to over the years?
well, not
None.
only that, but
Okay.
you're
They
talking
go
about
right
a
to the
Monday
bin.
night.
Yeah,
But you're,
there
you
but
go.
you're also talking about a Monday night. How quick? Like right now, there's no way in hell, unless I made the statement that I was going to strip, would we get 2,000 people to show up downtown Watauga or North Richland Hills in 20 minutes?
Well,
That-
here's the
that's-
deal.
Doesn't happen.
Think about it this way:
Okay.
when a major sports team around here moves on to the next series of their playoffs or is moving to the World Championship, how many people immediately run out to the stadium and line up? 100,
Yeah.
200,
Yeah.
maybe. How many people run and line up outside of Academy to buy 50, 20,
Yeah.
50? You know, the
Yeah.
Rangers are going to the World Series. Let's go buy our World Series garb and line up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll drive by Academy out here in the morning and there'll be like 20 or 30
Because
people.
they
And
get
there was
those ready
no-
just in case.
That was the other thing
Yeah.
too,
Right.
is you didn't have any reports of things are starting to mobilize. All of a sudden, bam! We got all these
2,000
protesters
people,
outside of the Supreme Court.
Yeah.
So
yelling.
This tweet says the draft was circulated in February. She says, if a liberal was mad about it, why wait until April to send it to Politico? The OP, the opinion, will be out in June. What are the benefits of releasing it early? A big downside. And then this whole, anyway, I sent it to you.
So,
I don't know. It was
cool.
an interesting
so it's
thread.
already been floating around. And why did
No,
everybody freak out
December is
last
when they
night?
Well,
started doing it, and in
peop-
February is when
right.
it was apparently.
Among the people
Yeah.
that know, and now they've released it to Politico. That's why we all know about it.
Oh, okay.
but
yeah.
well, I would answer that to whoever made that argument.
A
Yeah, sure.
former Supreme Court clerk.
Yeah. Okay. So here's how I would answer that is, so you don't think phone calls got made to all the leadership in the Democrat Party immediately? You have Chuck Schumer, you have Pelosi, people saying don't do anything until you hear from us.
I don't know. You got to read the thread. I don't know. It was interesting.
Oh, I will.
Yeah.
I will.
I like
it's-
seeing both sides.
Dude, how crazy would that be though if it is from the conservative side of the court?
Maybe that guy just got pissed
That's
off.
the
Or
thing
maybe
that-
it was a bad day. Maybe
See,
he got chewed out
That's the thing
and
that's
got
so
shit
amazing.
on and was like, oh, yeah, you know
we
what?
keep
Here.
accidentally saying Democrat side of the court and Republican side of the court. That's not supposed to be involved in the court. Period.
No,
Bingo.
it's not.
That's the sad thing.
Bingo. Bingo.
The
Our
court.
politics have gotten so nasty. This is the scariest part of all this story that no one's talking about. Now our Supreme Court is being
hold on.
attacked with groupthink from both political parties.
And when someone is running for the Supreme Court to become a justice,
It's all
it's all
show.
political.
It's all show.
Right.
Political
up to
show.
it. Which
Right.
side of the
Political
lean?
show.
Which side? And it's not supposed to be like that.
Yeah.
It's not supposed to. They're
Which-
supposed to be.
That makes
neutral.
me think it's a packing the court issue is what they're trying to do. The Dems are like, we have lost everything because
Let's back the court and let's
that's
change
all
all
we
the
got.
rules.
That's all we can do now because we're going to get slaughtered. And if we do get slaughtered, if the Republicans actually have the balls for once to try to prosecute on all the stuff that's been going down, we're
Right.
screwed.
But
So
who
one-
can they put in? Because nobody's dying. Nobody's retiring. Like, right?
What do you mean? Oh no,
the court.
they want
I
to
don't
pack
know.
it. They want to pass legislation
Oh, right.
now
To make more justices.
to make more
yeah.
justices.
Yeah,
that's the
right.
thing. And if
Was that
you do
an FDR
that,
thing?
he did bring
Roosevelt?
that up.
Yeah.
And guess what? Everybody said back then that would be batshit crazy and destroy the country.
Yeah.
like,
So FDR kind of was like, all right,
"Ah."
we'll put it on the back burner. And
Yeah.
now here we are again.
Yeah.
What FDR was in the
Well, and if they don't like who
30s,
they are,
right?
if they don't
right
like
before World War II.
what they're doing, they send them on vacation to a little dude ranch down and
where they'll be groomed.
no,
Hyannis
so then,
Ford or whatever.
no, where they kill him with a pillow.
What?
That's what they did.
that
To
was
what's
the
his
th-
name?
Well, that's now we're
What?
getting in conspiracy theories again.
oh.
But it was very weird that what's his name? Scalia
Yeah.
Shut up.
went to some ranch in El Paso and like
They put a
just stopped
like
breathing.
He just suddenly just stopped breathing.
Maybe he was just done. like,
When
peace.
I don't know. There's so many
know.
things going on in this
Didn't
government. It's so scary right
asphyxiation
now.
come out in the
That's why I'm saying
autopsy
Texas-
report.
No,
honestly-
it did not.
If you're a Texas, honestly, I think I could win. I could be the next Texas governor.
Don't
I'm-
go for governor.
I
Do
think
like,
I could, dude.
Run
I'd be a
for
cool
city
one.
council.
I think I'd be a good Texas governor because I'd be like, guys, it's time. What's that
Sad.
for the country of Texas? That's what. Like, fuck these crazy Americans. Let's just be Texans.
You want to have a passport to go to Louisiana?
Yeah, that would. Well, we'd probably take them over though. Honestly,
Oh, yeah, we would.
and unfortunately, we'd take Oklahoma.
It's
And
pretty up there.
yeah, there are parts, but
Yeah.
and there's good meth.
New Mexico would never take it.
No, yeah,
That
New
would be a
Mexico would be the
war.
only. They would be
Yeah.
like whatever, y'all. But we'd
Yeah.
have Arkansas, we'd have Oklahoma, and we'd have probably Mississippi and Louisiana.
Guys, I'm on a
I don't want
website
Mississippi.
called
No offense to Mississippi.
You
called
don't like them?
I don't know.
Man,
They
that's
need to
some
be
good
their
cooking
own.
all through
Yeah,
there,
there
though.
is good, some good cooking.
guys. I'm on a website called Christianity Expert.
Well, that's
Okay.
got to be
And it
Jesus.
says
That's
here,
Jesus' website.
Obviously.
That Scalia was murdered.
Oh yeah, yeah. We talked about it on that podcast.
That's where I find my
dude.
source.
Christianity
I bet if you went through our
expert.
podcast shows, we went through the whole. Because Curry was
Everything-
saying that, wasn't he?
Yeah,
wasn't Curry
everything.
putting that out there?
He died of natural causes
Who?
in bed
Adam Curry.
alone without any witnesses, and the time of death is unknown. There's very little forensic evidence. This is off of
Was he the
the
one?
CBS News. I'm
that
no longer on
died?
Christianity Expert.
Yeah, out
Was
on the ranch.
He died, and then Obama couldn't put his. Was that one?
I think you're right. It
I thought-
fell in some kind of gap that led to
And then McConnell was like,
the election, right?
"Sitting duck presidents don't
Yeah.
get to pick a Supreme Court
And then I
justice."
thought
and then Trump
Lane
got to
Duck-
pick
Toucher.
one.
Lady Toucher came in.
Yeah, he did, and then he got to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Because he said, yeah, McConnell, who's I think is a de-shelled turtle.
Yeah, he is.
He looks like one.
Right?
There's no
I
He
know.
kind of
either that or a caterpillar, like an inchworm,
Yeah.
something like a bookworm or something.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the thing that's crazy. If you think about the people that are running this country right now, there's like a 40-year gap between the generation. Like,
Yeah.
why is our senior leadership almost 80, 90 years old right now?
they've been
Why
there
have
for
I been
50
saying
years.
that for years?
Yeah.
We need to put them on a bus and send them to a resort and get young leadership in there that understands what the fuck's going on today.
I can't imagine being 80 and wanting that job anymore.
no.
Fuck that.
It's
bad
all
for the heart.
greed and
Yes.
power. It's
Yeah.
all greed and
Money
power.
and
Yeah.
power.
And
Yep.
they don't have it doesn't affect their heart because they're not doing anything.
They don't have one.
That's true.
like
My
every
other
time
question about this, real
with-
quick,
about Roe versus Wade or what's going on.
Roe versus Wade. This is a big deal. Why hasn't the left just jumped up and gone and attacked the Supreme Court and take it
That's
over
what I'm
like
saying they're starting to
January
do.
6th?
That's
Excellent
packing the court.
question.
That's packing the court.
No, attack it
Oh, you mean like a riot?
like January 6th.
Apparently they're mobilizing right now.
Because January 6th was such a dumb idea for the right to do. I want the left to do it.
Hey,
Go in
did you
there and
see-
start causing
Do you guys
shit.
do
This
Reddit?
is our country.
Yeah, you're right.
I read it occasionally.
There's a Fort Worth Reddit, right?
Oh yeah.
Did
Yeah.
you see people are already like, where do we go to protest this?
Oh man, guys, come on. You go to Washington D.C. You don't go to
don't you just-
downtown Fort Worth.
No, because those
bring a
marches,
dec-
no one cares.
What
On
are they
either
gonna
side,
do?
bring a good argument too. Don't say something stupid.
But
I've
that's what I'm
heard
saying.
1,000 times.
Go if the right can rise up to go attack the Capitol, I think the left should rise up and go attack.
Well, wasn't
the
that what the
Supreme Court.
Summer of Love was all about? Was the left rising up?
They just went out there and
We
laid
gotta watch it
around
with
in the
this
lawn.
term too, the rising up stuff. It's making me nervous.
They just went out there and laid around on the lawn and made blankets and shit, right?
Oh yeah, I see it here. Anyone know of any local protests
did you
for
see
the
that?
overruling of Roe v. Wade? Local, like what?
Yeah, I think we should do it at.
Like,
I
I don't
think
know.
the-
Maddie
boiled,
Parker
boiled owl.
didn't overturn. Right, exactly. Yeah.
The Baskin Robbins
Would be
up
free
on,
booze.
Roof Snow.
Yeah.
Let's go to A17
Where you guys
Coffee,
want to meet?
and we'll meet up there, and we'll
Yeah,
not
Yep.
A17 Coffee
it's
roasters.
going to be an interesting. I'm telling you guys though, we're going to deal with this every week until the midterms.
Yeah.
There's going to be some cockamamie shit that comes out of nowhere because both sides are desperate to keep control,
Absolutely.
and they're forgetting who they work for.
The war's
All of them
done,
are
right?
forgetting.
There's no war.
Yeah, there's no
going on.
Ukraine. The Ukraine that
Is the
they,
war over?
they all the Ukrainians loaded up in a spaceship and just launched off to planet Ukraine. So we're good
Because
here.
When I went on vacation before
what
we
is
was a
went,
war.
going on with that
there was
war?
a war,
I know.
and then when I left,
There's no
came back,
pandemic.
no
there
one's
was no
talking
pandemic.
about it.
You don't have to worry about a pandemic.
Oh,
We're
no
done.
one wore a
Nope, nope,
mask.
nope.
Like
Not
Disney.
in Florida.
No, not in Disney World.
No.
The workers at Disney World actually did. Some
Are
of
they
them
still
here and there.
required to, or is that a choice
No,
that
it's-
they have?
Option.
Okay.
It's because some did, some didn't.
You know, it should be a choice.
Yeah.
Hey, you.
I'm
I
not
don't
going to
know.
judge
Well,
you.
it's always
going
going
to
to be a choice. Is the thing.
I'm pro-choice
That's-
on mask.
I'm pro-choice on masks too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
Very
pro-choice
You know
on
what?
on
And
most
maybe-
anything. I'm pro-choice except killing me. Then I'm not pro-choice.
And
You don't-
maybe you've got a cold and you don't want to spread it to other people.
Maybe
Hey,
not.
our flu numbers went down.
I'm just saying.
That can't be a bad thing.
No,
No.
it's not. Flu kills people.
That's right.
It's a dangerous.
It's killed more
disease.
people than COVID.
You want to hear a sad story?
Yeah.
No.
Fuck yeah. I want
Go
to
ahead.
cry.
So my grandmother
Oh.
that we went to
Not
Disney
that
World
sad.
with, who is in her 80s, late 80s,
Has Viking blood in her.
she was diagnosed today with catching COVID in Florida and has COVID now.
Why
But she
didn't you
was-
tell us that before we came over here?
I wasn't around her when she caught it.
I'm still pure blood. So
Pure
I got a lot to lose. I'm not vaccinated, man.
I didn't
I'm a
get
pure
her
Didn't you
blood.
have
blubber.
COVID?
You went
Yeah.
to
You're
Gojira
fine.
and Deftones last night,
I've been to a
Yeah.
lot of packed shows
You're
lately.
fine.
and that was sold out.
Don't you try to blame them when I catch it.
I'm
It's
blaming
gonna
the
be
French.
all on you.
I'm blaming the French band Gojira. Them damn French.
That's exactly what I'm going to put that in my write up tonight.
I got a good picture.
Gojira was
Of,
cool till they gave me that French COVID.
Joe gave me the look. I got a picture of it where he was looking directly at me, just kind of going,
You're getting COVID and you're giving it to your buddy Stubbs.
yeah. I'm bringing you this French flu.
The French flu.
Oh, God.
Well, not to make lightly of terrible diseases and stuff. You heard the bird flu is officially in America now.
Yeah,
Oh man,
I've had it.
have you?
Wait, I had
You had the swine, I thought.
I had swine flu and I had West Nile. Yeah.
Whoa.
And he can also fly a 747 and beat Lewis Hamilton.
Did you
in
see
a
Lewis Hamilton
F1
last
race.
week?
Yeah.
They're in Miami this week. You watch
Dude, that
Formula
would be
One?
so cool.
No.
Oh, you should. It's sexy.
It is very
It's so much
sexy.
fun.
When is it's going to Las Vegas at some point?
It
Did you
is.
know
Have you seen that track?
It is.
Yeah.
It looks
It's
so
awesome.
cool.
Yeah.
They're in
that's cool.
Miami this week for the first time.
Did you hear there's a ticket that you can get that's over $150,000
For Vegas?
F1? No, for Miami.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It is
Hmm.
sick though, the stuff you get to do.
Yeah.
What are you thinking about purchasing one? These talks with what's his face is going real-
Mom. There is there might be some representation going down.
Did I ever tell you? I didn't tell you my master plan, did I?
No,
Yeah.
the Oasis song.
No.
Oh. What's your master plan?
The Public Enemy song. Didn't they have the master plan too?
Oh,
I don't know.
I don't know. Anyway, this weekend.
Big
Yes.
Evan.
Oh, I want to talk to y'all about something I did today, and I want to see if y'all have ever done this. You know how you take peanuts, and I've kind of been out of it the last few days. I'm like I'm just kind of just in a
All good.
fog, coming back from vacation, you know,
Sure.
and everything.
I have 8 peanuts.
But you know how you take peanuts, you put them in your hand, you toss a couple in your
Yeah.
mouth,
Yeah.
toss a couple in your
Yeah.
mouth. You know, but you have a handful, and you're just like 2 or 3 at a time. Today, for some
You
reason,
threw a baby into your mouth.
no, I had a handful of peanuts in my hand.
Handful of penis in your mouth, in your hand.
Peanuts
Peanuts. That's
in
what
my
I said,
hand,
right? Didn't I say peanuts?
and I had just emptied my bag onto my hand, so I had a whole bunch. And I went to throw in my mouth, and I just opened my whole hand, at once, not even thinking about it.
yeah.
And like they went everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
was like, "What am I doing? What's wrong with my
What
life?
were you doing?
I don't know. I really don't
Coordination?
know.
It's the COVID
Just-
brain. You got COVID
I
fog.
got fog
Long
brain.
COVID fog.
I
I
hear
think
that's
it's-
real.
I think
It
it's,
is.
It is.
I
I've
have
had
it.
it.
Oh, that sucks.
I had a really bad case though, so
I had it.
Yeah,
I
I remember
imagine
that.
it's gonna be with me for a minute.
I had it too.
Sucks.
You did? When did you have
Yeah.
it?
I
He had
COVID
the
twice.
COVID light.
COVID light. Was that Omicron?
No, the first time was pretty
You had
bad.
diet COVID.
The first time was pretty bad.
You had diet COVID then
The
too.
second time was Omicron.
How do you get it
That-
twice?
Oh man, there's people that have gotten it like 3 times.
We had it-
different variation, like the flu. Is
We
like
got it
that?
in NAM before anybody knew about it.
Oh yeah.
And
yeah.
we had the alpha before anybody
There's-
knew about it.
Gotcha.
And
There
then
is-
it went
there is a
2
theory of
years
that.
before
Yeah.
Ami.
Yeah. Yeah, because that was January.
so wild.
2020. Yeah.
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 It's man, time has
That
flied
sucks.
since COVID came into the picture.
I
It
am
seems like it's
forgetting
taken
whole
forever, but
years.
it's like
Yeah.
it really
We've
had.
lost years of our lives.
It's
we
really
have.
bad.
I still have
I've aged.
that. I still keep canned oxygen because they sell it now at CVS and Walgreens.
It's funny as
Do
shit.
they
Do
really?
you have mint or original?
No, I just have. I don't have. They have flavors now.
Yeah, there's flavored.
Oh
canned
no, I just
oxygen.
have normal.
Yeah.
How do
But
you
it is-
ingest that? Do you?
It's like an inhaler. You just put it
Oh,
over
okay.
your face and just.
Now I need to see about these
I
F1 tickets.
bet they have some up in Colorado that have. Yeah, the cannabinoids.
What are y'all doing tomorrow?
They do.
Let's drive up there and see.
yeah,
Man,
right.
don't tempt me with a good time.
Um,
I've got some time off.
You do.
Oh, don't! I'm serious. I'll road trip right now. I'll show up.
I just
I'll be
got back to work.
disappeared. I'll tell my job that I got
Be like,
kidnapped.
I'm out of here.
Yeah, I got kidnapped by this dude and this lady, and we just the
We're
next thing I know,
gone.
I was up in Denver and I was at some bar stoned. It was the weirdest thing I've ever experienced. They'd be like, "Well, Matt, you need to get back to work." Well, they got a gun to me. I'll try to tell them. This Mandy girl's pretty brutal, though.
Just saying.
She keeps hitting me in the head.
Yeah, she has a
I have a
cult.
Billy Club.
Yeah, she has a canned air
I
that
call
has
it
cannabis
Shelly.
in it.
Well, what were we talking? Are you playing this weekend?
No, but my single comes out this weekend.
That's right. Your
We
single comes out
actually
this
we
weekend.
did this weird thing
Doing
where
a
like
release party.
not until the tape comes out because we've been playing like so many shows and then we got a last minute show with Blushing. So we actually played it. I played at Mass 3 times within a week because I did Panther Fest and we opened for Blushing, and then that Wednesday me and Stephanie did a duet for Cameron's Wobbly Rail.
Mhm.
So and then we did Arts Goggle, and then now we're
Busy.
releasing. Yeah, really busy. And then Kevin, our
And
guitar player.
you got kids and stuff too.
I have kids. Kevin just had his first baby, who's a month old.
Yeah.
So we're gonna like lay low for just a little bit, and then pick it back up with live shows in the summer because we've got to finish our summer EP.
That's a lot of stuff.
How'd Kevin come into this picture?
Kevin is really good friends with Sam and Peter Marsh, who are in my band, and Sam was gonna get me to join his band that Kevin's already in. That they're like, you know how bands are, where it's like you don't really stop.
Ancestral.
Yeah.
Incestual.
And so he got us on a group chat, and we've never rehearsed. So Sam, I don't know when we're going to do Tiger of Bengal, but we're going to do that at some point. So that's how I met Kevin like a year before. And then Brock, who was our former guitar player, was like, "Hey, I'm moving to the Pacific Northwest." And I was like, "Okay, well, thanks for letting me know." And I knew Kevin played guitar and was in a band.
Just
and
grabbed him.
Just grabbed him. I was like, "Hey, you want to play some pop music?" And he was like, "Yes." And he's got a setup kind of like this studio where we record and rehearse.
That's nice.
It is nice.
can use
and
it
we
for that.
had a good
You
space.
can get
Yeah.
pizza ordered.
But-
You can order pizza.
Oh, it's so great. He's in not Riverside. Yeah, Riverside, Oakhurst-ish
Oh, yeah.
area. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's nice.
And we had a
Those are
good
cool.
space.
Yeah.
We're at Bojo with unlikely candidates, but this place is actually better. So, no offense. No offense, Bojo.
No, but I'm sure
you know what I
Bojo's
mean.
is good. Boris Johnson, his
Yeah.
studio, right?
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
what
yeah.
you're talking about.
Yeah, that's exactly right. We fly
Yeah.
to London once a week.
That'd be gnarly. That'd
That'd
be
be-
a gnarly schedule. You have a
that'd be a
residency.
lot.
You're from Texas and you have a residency that you got to go back overseas
Yeah, no,
every 2
you'd have
weeks.
no, you'd have to like set me up for a season.
Holy
That would be
fuck.
cool.
But you get a lot of mileage on your flights,
Yeah,
like your credit
exactly.
card mileage and stuff. So,
Give me the miles.
well, breaking news:
Well, this
Stars
Saturday.
have just scored
no,
7
no.
goals.
Oh, I need to look that up. No, I just found this $150,000 ticket.
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
You get to hang out in the paddock with the team
It's insane.
of your choice,
It's
Oh,
sick.
that's cool.
It's very sick.
and for all 3 days of the race, plus you get to be there for everything else.
Basically,
leading up
like
to
Tom
it.
Cruise,
Basically, you're just in there.
like a
You're
team
part
member.
of the team member for the entire week.
Yeah, that's
And
pretty
it says
cool.
there's very few tickets to get this sort of experience. Did you see who's playing it? Post Malone.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
That's
he's
cool.
performing for
We
the
coulda had him
official.
on the show.
You know
concert
the
on
funny
Friday.
thing
Someone
about like
didn't
those.
want him on the show.
He was some
You know
stupid
him?
rapper from Grapevine. I
been
didn't want him
friends.
on here.
Oh,
We could have been friends with the guy.
like VIP
He looks
stuff.
stupid, man. He's got tattoos on him, on his face.
You have tattoos.
Well,
Not on his face.
not on my
Uh,
face yet.
That's probably not. Does he really? I don't know what Post
Post
Malone looks
Malone?
like. Like
He's
he
got
has
a lot
face
of
tattoos.
tattoos. Yeah, he's got tattoos everywhere.
Why?
He's rich.
That's a prison thing.
Yeah, but
Face
he's rich.
tattoos?
I'm gonna get a tattoo
Millennial thing.
right here on my neck
Oof.
when I'm done working. Right here.
I respect a good neck tattoo, but
Yeah,
I
the-
would never.
Is it going to say family?
I'm
Mom?
well. It's funny. I almost had to get a.
La Familia.
That's it.
I almost had to get a Philadelphia Eagles tattoo on my face. I came
was
one game away.
One
from it.
game. That was really
Was
close.
that a bet? You
Yeah.
almost
It
was
lost
a bet.
He almost lost a bet that he made himself. Like he invented this whole bet. No one pushed him on it and was like, okay, if this happens, I guess we'll do it.
I think
Yeah, I
he really
got-
wants a green eagle.
I
sir.
I
I'm just
escaped
saying.
tragedy at that
You
point.
did.
I really did.
You know, I always thought about like, okay, you get a VIP ticket and you hang out with like your favorite, like you
Yeah.
have so much money you can like get the lanyard, but it's like, what if you don't get along?
I
Like they're
wonder
just
if just
people at the end of
assholes.
the day.
Yeah.
Like what if that's weird?
I haven't
I
ran
don't
into
hang
that
out with you.
issue
What?
with the
I
people
don't
I
know.
have.
What are you talking about?
I haven't ran into people that are assholes.
People that you like admire.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
you have.
Well, man, when I worked at a radio station, it always happened to me.
Yeah.
I was always-
But
like, I
those
was
are a
always-
lot of people you didn't like though. Like, did you like Slipknot?
Yeah, at the time.
No, you did.
Yeah.
Until Corey was an asshole.
Everybody
Yeah.
likes.
Then I was like,
Slipknot.
"Fuck you, man."
And then what about Def Leppard? Was that one of them? Who?
No, it was
Poison.
it was Disturbed dude.
Oh yeah.
I didn't like him though. I always thought he was a fucking.
Yeah, he's a.
You know, he
douche.
lives in Austin. He's Texas' own
Yeah.
singer of.
Oh yeah.
Disturbed.
Oh yeah. Is that Bodies, right? Let's
I
get
don't know.
Bodies.
No,
No,
that's
that's
Drowning Pool.
Drowning Pool.
Oh, they're from Dallas.
Yeah,
I like
Well,
that song.
the singer was from Dallas. I don't.
Yeah.
The rest of the guys, I think, were from New Orleans and
Disturbed.
shit, weren't they? Disturbed is the ones that do.
Oh yeah, the sickness. Love that song. Have y'all seen that compilation
Yes,
of all the
it's so awesome.
Yes.
All
Yes.
the karaoke ones.
Yes.
But now he does.
I will take you
And he the host.
half a mile down the road, and I guarantee you, there's a dude doing that song tonight at Texas Billiards.
That's
Isn't he the
amazing.
host on that game show where you pick a briefcase?
Who? Oh yeah,
So the
But yeah,
singer
yeah. He's a
deserves-
comedian, right?
He's a
What's that
comedian,
guy's
right?
name anyway? Because they do look a lot.
And then he's on America's Got
Yeah.
Talent too,
Yeah.
and whatever.
What's that guy's
He's
name?
a
He's
germ
funny
freak.
too. He's a germ freak. He's got OCD.
I can't think of
The
that.
Disturbed guy.
So no, the reason why I
Wayne
hate
Brady.
him is he asked me to go search
Mandel.
down some
Howie Mandel.
Howie Mandel. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had to go find water for that guy, and is when Bronco
for
Bowl was still
Howie
around.
Mandel.
No, for from the dude from Disturbed.
Okay, okay.
So he's like, I need water now, and so everybody's like, Stubbs, go get him a water, and I was like, okay. So I'm
There's just some crazy
going
water.
all like
I
the
love
ki-
crazy
the,
water.
the Bronco Bowl wasn't a small place.
No,
there was,
it wasn't.
you could go to. There was a lot of places you had to go to look for water.
Yeah.
Well, I finally got him a fat ass water, bring it to him, and he didn't even touch it. And I was like, you motherfucker. Wow.
Oh, wow.
And he didn't let my band open up for him at the Bronco Bowl.
Oh, that's the real reason. Now we're getting
I
down to the root of it.
mean, I'm just saying.
Well, this Friday you can go hang out with local celebrities at Lola's as they do their final blowout.
I saw
Is
it.
Friday
this
night.
week? It's Friday.
It's Friday
Yeah.
night. You've got the Last Stand at the Saloon with the Royal Sons, the Methinks, and Arinda Light. Which
Appropriate.
I wonder how these bands got this booked.
Well, obviously, Methinks. Like that's obvious.
I wonder how they lined this up. These three got this show
I mean, it's not.
at Lola's.
There's three
The
different
final-
flavors.
I'm just being a smart ass. I know how they all got it. They all have ties to Lola's,
It's
so
all
it's all
good.
good.
Yeah.
But it's great. Yeah, this is gonna be a fun night.
That is going to be
Saying
fun.
goodbye.
Yeah.
But everybody says you don't say. You're not really saying goodbye to Lola's. You're just saying goodbye to Sixth
The
Street.
building, 6th Street.
Getting away from
That
Sixth
is
Street.
totally ignoring all the history there. That place
Yeah.
was 6th Street Live before
Mhm.
it was Lola's, which
Yep.
was actually a hop-in venue.
It used to be a
And
kitchen
then it was Lola's.
where you get burgers.
And it was Lola's for a really long time.
It was a swinger club for a while. Remember that?
Was it
when we
really?
were there? No, just making.
Yeah, so it's been
I'm
Lola's.
just saying you can't just be like, oh, it's
Yeah.
just moving. Like it's
Yeah.
not. It's gonna
It's
feel
been
different.
Lola's
It's
since
a
I was
big deal.
17 years
It is
old.
a big deal.
It's
Yeah.
just like
17 or 18
yeah.
years old.
Yeah.
Is
It's-
when
yeah.
it
it's a big
became
deal.
Lola's.
It's a big deal.
people that poo poo on it are just being poo poo heads.
30 years, right? Right around 30
You
years.
know,
it's been there.
and
Yeah.
that place that it's moving to, because I used to live right down the street from there. Like I don't know if it's cursed. I don't know if people can't figure out parking.
Well,
It's a cool
yeah.
location because it's very easy.
the thing that sucks about it
But-
for guys like people our age is, man, they're about all the places that we used to hang out when we were kids. You know, we used to play in all these cool ass.
Dream World.
Yeah, they're about gone, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, we don't have the grotto.
The
We don't have the
grotto.
Lola's. We don't have
The
orbit
Rec.
room. And all
The
the rec
Ridgely-
room.
the
and all these,
Ridgely
all the
upstairs.
fucking, now you go to Elm. Think about all the ones in Elm we've lost.
No,
Yeah.
we had a long conversation last night at the Deftones show before they came on about the engine room
Yeah.
Oh my god.
and the Impala, and how the first time I saw Deftones and Korn was in the engine room, and
Yeah.
that their little 2-story building there on Vickery, and how like they just rolled through as some band. This right and when was it the second Korn album was out and Adrenaline was out, and they rolled through the engine room and played. And you're like,
That's
Yeah.
amazing.
you know, the old Axis
I was just gonna say
at the end of
yeah.
Magnolia.
Yeah.
For
The
Magnolia
Dog
Swing.
Star.
Oh, the
Like, we-
old Axis, not the one that they tried to
We-
revamp. That
yeah,
was a
not,
cool.
I
That was a cool
played
one too, though.
the second one.
The one on Main.
The one on
That was
Main.
a cool venue. What happened there?
It's now
Jesus.
the theater thing that
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay.
where Ray works.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, the
just saying.
there was that other club too, and then you have the basement bar, which everybody
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
whatever. It wasn't the original basement bar. The original basement bar was downtown.
Mm-hmm.
That's where Kennedy's guys went and drank before he was shot in the head. His Secret
Man. The
Service
Black
went and drank
Dog?
there.
Like the actual
The one downtown.
or the Scat Lounge. That's also downstairs.
And no, it's that place. I don't even think it's still there.
Probably not.
I think it's.
Anyway, it's getting sad that these places are moving
Yeah, it is.
and shutting down.
It is. and
It's
that's
happening
gonna-
in all the music scenes too, though. It's not just Fort Worth and Dallas. Like it's all over the country right now. You have too many.
It's all these properties being brought up.
You have
by
you have
BlackRock.
BlackRock buying all these music
Mhm.
venues these days.
And they're-
Yeah,
all
they
these
buy
Chinese
entire
companies.
neighborhoods.
Yeah.
You know, the thing I'm glad
And-
about Lola's
Yeah.
moving
What's that?
is you don't have to deal with whatever
Parking.
the fuck they're doing to 7th Street,
Yeah,
making
that
it
is
one
true.
lane.
And
Yeah.
parking
With these
is gonna
bike
be
lanes?
easier.
You know what? And I hope it turns out to be a boon to that District 90.
Yeah, that area.
Barry Cleburne Road. I hope that turns out to be what it has always wanted to be.
Well, have you seen what they've done to all those things by the railroad tracks?
Oh, it's nuts.
Like there's
Yes.
a axe throwing place and all
Yeah.
sorts of
All
little
those
Yeah.
like shack
niche
things.
natch thing.
I
Yeah,
can't
it's
believe
kind
they
of cool.
rebuilt that stuff. I'm glad.
I'm glad
I'm
too.
cool. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I think it's cool.
But
I am also
now
cool.
I have to drive down Barry to get
Mm.
there.
Oh, it's nostalgic.
That's
For
where I
me.
used to. Yeah, me too. Because that's where I used to go buy my beer with my fake ID.
That's where you see a lot of dead people
But
when
you
I work
still
for
won't have
SMMP.
TCU kids going to Lola's. They're still going to go to West 7th. Maybe
Yeah.
that's the idea. I don't know.
They change though. TCU people, they kind of
I
float
think we need
around,
to order
like
a B-52
carpet bombing.
West 7th.
It is gentrified there.
It's nuts.
It's gone from white trash to upper white trash.
Should I call them?
Call in the airstrike.
Yeah.
W19, we got coordinates
No,
17, 17,
'cause-
17, 3.
The original Wendy's.
Command.
Spare the Wendy's.
Yeah, don't mess with Wendy's.
The original.
Well, and now you have a
Montgomery's.
Dutch Bros over there,
That's crazy.
Yeah,
right there across from.
It's not
Pasco.
bad.
Right from
it's not
great
bad
idea.
coffee though.
It's great.
The first
yeah.
time I had it was up in Colorado.
Huh,
It's
The
not bad,
teachers
not
are gonna
bad
love
coffee.
it.
it's not bad.
No, no.
We got one right here on Roof Snow.
Yeah, that's
really?
weird too that they would put one in Ontaga.
Why not?
They got Black Rock right there, or
Or
not Black Rock,
Black
Black
Rifle?
Rifle. Yeah,
The first one in Texas was right here.
yeah,
Is that
weird,
a
yeah.
brewery? What is Black Rifle?
It's that coffee.
Black Rifle Coffee.
like-
Oh.
Where MAGA people get their coffee.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well.
You like guns? Well, you're
You
gonna like our
Black
coffee.
Yeah. Yep.
You can drink it from the barrel of my rifle.
Yep.
Put this barrel in
They're
your
actually
mouth.
competitors of ours if you think about it.
Who, Black Rifle?
Mm-hmm.
Why?
Because
Oh.
we have a coffee.
Oh, we do have a coffee.
You do?
Yeah.
Mhm.
I want to buy your coffee.
Well,
Where do I get it?
need to see.
Well,
if
we're cooking
he's,
up some meth to put in it.
We need to see if he's brewing it, and you get it from 817 Coffee Roasters.
I'm gonna. Oh yeah.
If you hop on 817 Coffee Roasters and tell Velton, you need to brew some more JJTM, the more people he says. that.
Everybody needs to
Everybody
go
does that.
riot.
Go to his Instagram right now.
That's where you know what? That's what we need to do is put on that thread on Reddit. I know where the
Yeah.
protest is going to be. 817
Coffee
coffee.
Roasters because I can't get my JJTM coffee anymore.
And JJTM are supporters of abortion. They like it. Like they think it's cool. So go down there and buy Jerry Jonestown Massacre coffee.
Can I?
Oh, dear
Did
God.
you listen to now as we end the show?
They think
we'll throw
abortion's
this
cool.
out here as you're making abortion jokes. I'll add this to your lineup. Did you hear
With
what
my
Dan
cancer
McDowell
jokes,
said?
my cancer jokes, and my Hitler jokes.
Yeah. Did you hear what Dan McDowell said?
No.
So he said when he was in college and he met his wife, he was driving a beater of a car, and he had a coat hanger for an antenna sticking out of it.
I know
And
where
his
this joke's
wife-
going already.
His wife
Yep.
goes, or his girlfriend at the time goes, you know, what's that coat hanger for out there? And he goes, we might be using it later tonight if things go well.
Oh my God,
quick
I
rip.
love that.
Did you see the
It's
meme?
awful.
Did
It's
you
a
see the
terrible
meme?
joke.
Did you see the meme that had Pelosi buying shares in a hanger company, coat hanger company?
Oh my god.
No.
Yeah, she was on the phone. It was like,
Uh,
that's the one thing. You know, we were bitching about millennials. I have to give them their due.
They make funny memes.
The memes. That's one of the
Memes
greatest
are
things.
strong.
Millennial.
Yeah.
That's the greatest thing they ever came
Yeah.
up with.
Did I
Yeah.
send y'all the one of the girl?
They don't remember a time
Well,
before.
There's a lot with
memes.
the girl.
The one about
Yeah.
the girl
know?
on there. She's saying, I know my pee's hot because it burns when I
Yeah,
pee.
yeah. You sent me that.
Or I know my pussy's hot because it pees
burn-
when I
yeah,
burn.
You got gone.
It
And
burns when I
someone-
pee.
And someone put in there, I hope one day you're gonna realize, and they spelled it
Gonna
gonna
realize
that there's something wrong.
it's not supposed to burn when you pee.
Yeah, it's so awesome.
Memes
that
are
one made
great.
me laugh. That was a
But
good
I
meme.
communicate with memes sometimes,
Oh,
like all day.
definitely.
That's all I do is just meme the shit out
Definitely.
of people.
Hopefully you're gonna realize.
I sent the ultimate though. Show her mine, the one that I found.
the
the-
your ball sack watching.
not that one.
Pornhub?
No, the Johnny Depp one.
Oh,
That
yeah,
was-
that one went out. Yeah,
I got to show you one after this. It's the ultimate. It's
All
the
right.
ender,
as we're talking
the
about
ender.
All right.
which we got to
conversation
end the
is
show
great.
because I got to
We
go
do.
write shit.
Yeah, you do got to go write shit so I
Yeah.
can post shit and get it posted.
I gotta go
and,
teach tomorrow.
Oh, well, this has been a fun time.
It has been a
It has
fun
been
time.
fun. Willy Wonka? Is that the Willy Wonka one?
Yes.
Is that it? Isn't that great?
That's
Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory.
Damn it.
That story is so wild and it's not what I thought it was. And now I'm like, oh my gosh,
Yeah.
Well,
this is
yeah,
crazy.
That's crazy.
I feel sorry
Have
for
you ever done
Johnny
that to a
Depp.
man?
What?
Sold
Just
his
driven
bed?
him to insanity? Not sold his bed.
No. No, that's not worth it.
There's no fun in it.
There's
and driving
like,
someone
there's
insane.
nothing to
no,
laugh
why?
about.
Why?
Right,
What
right.
do I get out of that?
I don't
What
know,
is she
I
get
don't
man.
out
know.
of that?
What
I
is,
don't
that's what I
know.
don't get. Like,
I don't know.
does she just have to have the power pants?
I don't know.
You have Johnny Depp.
You have a lot of
Right?
money that you're married into.
Or you
like-
can divorce him because you also have a lot of money.
Yeah,
and
it's
take
all-
half his money instead of all the psychological warfare.
Yeah, and
Like
why-
that's
I-
what I would do.
I
Maybe
don't.
she
I don't
wanted the castle.
understand, man. I don't understand how it would get to that. Like, I would be so done. It doesn't take much, and to get to the point where someone
Why
shits
doesn't-
in my bed,
And
that
blames it on
like
the
that,
dog.
we just
Is
went
that
from.
what she
that
did?
w-
Yeah, she
She's-
pooped in his bed and
Yeah.
then tried to blame it on the dog, and he's like, "There's no way."
yeah, it's like this. is
They had a little
Insane.
bitty tiny
tested.
dog, and
Send
was
it off
just
to
as
a
big.
lab, and it's like, there's.
Yeah,
If I shit in your bed, I'm claiming it.
Yeah, if I shit in your bed, it's because the drugs I did.
Just saying.
if I shit anywhere, I'm
I did
claiming
that Similac or
like,
that.
I'm not gonna
I did
hide
the.
that. No.
Yeah, no,
No.
there's no way. The Coke was laced with the baby laxative. If I shit the bed,
it. Mhm.
it was on accident. I promise.
Pedialyte.
Pedialyte. It's what I need.
It's Good
God,
old
that's so
Pedialyte.
crazy.
She is, man. The thing is, it's sounding like all that stuff is true. It's like she really did all this stuff.
Yeah.
Why didn't he leave her?
That's what I'm saying. I would.
I don't
like,
think he could. I
What?
think she
I'd be
kept
so
threatening him,
done.
and she beat him.
I'd be done so many levels
I
before
haven't
it
been
got to
following
shitting
it at
in the
all.
bed.
I do know that years
He's
ago
Johnny
I heard
Depp.
that
He
he
knows
was
where to hide bodies.
like abusive to her.
It may be.
I
They're
heard
probably
that-
just both
Well,
I'm sh-
being abusive to each
probably.
other.
I mean, there's two sides to every story,
Yeah.
and the truth is somewhere in the middle. But
It's like I
shitting
saw
on
my-
someone's bed.
Yeah.
I don't know,
That's-
man. It's like, yeah, you got to really be mad at someone.
Just leave the trouble.
My roommate had a cat that used to always piss on my bed.
See, it's
Have you ever-
intentional.
Have you
Yeah.
ever shit on someone's doorstep?
Oh yeah,
I've never.
yeah,
What?
yeah. I've done that.
I squatted on someone's
Yeah.
windshield and said it was a bird.
Oh gosh.
Said it was a bird.
It's a goddamn eagle flew over.
Man,
Wow.
I was at Disney World one year,
that's what our next
and I saw an
podcast
eagle
will be.
shit.
Was going to be poop talk.
You ever
the
watched
whole-
an
the whole
eagle
show.
Okay.
take a poop?
No.
It's massive.
Do they poop
You
red,
thought
white, and blue?
you thought a bull did?
Right?
Then it says vote Trump.
Yeah. It says compliments from the red, white, and blue.
Put a boot in your ass.
Does
I'll
it look
put a
like
boot
those
in-
those
It's a Toby
firework
Keith eagle.
snakes that you light on
Yeah.
fire?
Yes,
Does it?
it kind of does,
And it goes.
and it's massive.
Those
like
are creepy, by the way. I
Are-
don't
what
like
are
those,
those?
man.
I don't know.
Can't
It's
be
Those are
good for you.
weird.
You
Can't
shouldn't
be
breathe
good
that
for you.
stuff in.
You should
right?
not breathe
They
it or
causes
eat it.
cancer.
Don't
in
eat it either.
California, at least.
Definitely do not eat it.
Everything
Yeah.
causes
No,
cancer in
no.
California.
That is true.
Yeah.
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 I've got warnings on all sorts of shit.
Your seatbelt.
Yeah.
the
The seatbelt will
causes
save your
cancer.
life, but it will cause cancer in California. So, like, never take your seatbelt to California.
Exactly.
That's
Yeah.
how you get
Yeah.
around it.
Just walk to
I love
California.
California though.
It is pretty.
I wish I'd get their shit together because I had
God, I
dreams of
know.
living there again.
I know. Yeah, I like California too. It's a good. I mean,
Not me.
Oh, I would move there in
the
a
weather. Are you
heartbeat.
kidding me?
Yeah, that weather
Shut
is.
I'm going to buy a bunch of land in Oklahoma.
There you go.
That's actually smart.
Up there by
investment.
Turner Falls.
Oh, I love Turner
Actually.
Falls.
I had a
Ah.
buddy that
There's a bunch
rowboat
of
up there
people-
and ended up in a corner of a cave crying. You ever rowboat?
In Turner Falls.
Oh, I thought you said he was on a rowboat.
No.
And I was like, how did
He
this
drank like 2
work?
bottles of Robitussin.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then
Oh.
and some there was an accident, and it wasn't me. It was my friend's buddy, and I was supposed to go on a trip, so I didn't really know him.
Yeah.
And apparently this is the craziest story ever. There's way more to it, but anyway,
Did he shit on
the
his bed?
dude, you know how they had the little caves kind of things and stuff that you can go. Well, there was people all around. It was one of the popular weekends, and they did this, and then this girl drowned or broke her neck or something in the fall, and they had a care flight come in, and it freaked him out. And he went into one of those caves and was just like not even like almost comatose. Anyway, fast forward 20 years, they separate as friends. You know, just they grow separate.
Yeah.
He starts a company, like a some kind of contract, like subcontracting company, or making like building houses or something like that. Loses everything, has to check himself into rehab. Wife divorces him. He can't see his kids, and guess what he was addicted to?
Robitussin.
And that was the first time he did it was with my buddy at Turner Falls, and he just couldn't stop doing it. Humans can get addicted to anything.
Yeah.
Like
That's
you can
true.
get addicted to corn candy if you don't watch it.
And that, kids, is your
Tadpoles.
tadpoles of the week. That's your public service announcement of the week. You can get addicted to anything.
You can get addicted to anything.
Literally anything.
Yes.
Luckily, I'm addicted to lesbian porn.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
All right.
I like the squirt videos, the lesbian squirts, where they do the orgy thing on the trampoline and stuff, and they're just like,
Oh.
ah, ah! They're
That
making all those
sounds
crazy noises
painful.
and stuff.
Why did it turn into like someone getting burned all of a sudden?
That's what they do. You haven't seen these videos? All these women. Okay, so you want me to explain it?
No, we got to get out of here. Mandy, thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me. This
Maybe
is a blast.
you can come over again, not within 8 years.
Yes.
It
So
won't
you
be
gotta
another
get a
8-year
tarp.
trip.
You put the top.
In the summer,
Yeah,
when my next EP comes out,
yeah, let's
I
do it.
would love to come back.
Totally, let's
and we'll
do
do
it.
crazy stuff
Yeah,
because
yeah,
this
for
is a
sure.
beautiful backyard.
Yeah.
All right, yeah,
We'll party.
sounds good.
Maybe
Yeah.
do it.
we'll
Alrighty.
party. Yeah.
We're out of here. Good night.
So there's this
Woo.
tarp. You throw it on the bed.
Mandy's
Mix
new
it-
single this weekend. Big Heaven.
Quiet, just like heaven.
Yes.
The
Go
women,
grab
That's
so
what
the
it's
women get
called.
around this one lady. She's like the kind of the slave, right? And there's a tarp, but it's all on the bed, and they all stand.
Okay, keep going.
Tell the rest of the story.
Yeah, don't leave us hanging like that.
And now you
How
heard
many? Are
the
we talking
rest
like-
of the story.
They all get around her and they're just like,
Oh, and they're like all bouncing. That seems like it would be.
there's no bouncing.
But they're on a trampoline.
That's the only one that I've seen.
That's
okay.
because
But
it's
I'm
easy to
saying, like,
clean.
different types.
Anytime you move on a trampoline, it like makes momentum.
I thought you were going to say they were going to surround her and they were going to double jump her and send her body
I will
into
watch
orbit.
2 seconds of that because I'm
Oh
fascinated.
my God.
Okay, y'all know how we're not on, right?
No, we'll kill the stream.
Okay.
All right. Good night, stream. Good night. And have fun later.
My
phone, like,
knows immediately